This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
This episode of the History of Bad Ideas is sponsored by the Cincinnati Comic Expo. If you missed the Cincinnati Comic Expo in 2016, it will be returning to the Duke Energy Center in Cincinnati, Ohio in 2017, September 22nd through the 24th. Want to know what you missed out on? Go to the Cincinnati Comic Expo Facebook page, and they have all their panels with Stan Lee, John Barrowman, and many, many others. Also want to know what else you're missing out on? Check out History of Bad Ideas podcast number 143, as we have sit-down interviews with several of the guests at the Cincinnati Comic Expo. Again, September 22nd through the 24th of 2017. Get your tickets at the beginning of the year.
It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote
And all right
scripts.
here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 144. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And no Blake this week, because he's in D.C., I think. He's trying to make sure nothing's going on with Fallout.
Yeah, he was trying to, get his Fallout map completed and trying to make sure it fit with the real DC layouts. He was having some problems, I saw.
Or he's actually running for president. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one.
I thought he was testifying against Hillary Clinton before Congress.
Hey, down the hall.
Oh.
Down the hall. Down the hall. With us is Scab Blake this week, is number one fan Doug. Welcome.
Hey, thanks. Happy to be
Thank
here.
you. You're not crazy like Blake, so that's kind of
No,
disappointing.
no.
You're not homeless like Blake.
No.
Okay, so it's
No.
kind of different. Let's see. Does your wife allow you to have a top 5 list?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Only if she's allowed taking part with it.
Oh, wow.
It's
Hey.
very.
Wow. Okay.
I
Wow.
like the idea. That's
So Chris Pratt's on both of your list?
Possibly.
Probably on mine too. Anyways, Jeff.
I don't need a list.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. My bad.
But every time I come here, I try to bring gifts. Mm-hmm. So there was no Pez, but I saw the Warcraft Battle Blend something, Mike and Ike's. So I brought that.
Warcraft Battle Blend Mike and Ike's.
I'm
And
not
then-
trying to look a gift horse in its mouth, but that looks like a used box. Like this box has gone through some damage.
Well,
It's unsealed.
is it? Was
No, it's sealed.
It
It's sealed.
probably came out when the movie did. So
it's probably
if you,
a little old.
If you don't like that,
I
the
like the Warcraft.
establishment
We're opening this, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I don't know. It
Oh,
might
do
be
you want to hold it? Hope it is worth value in the future.
I think it will be valued in China because they love Warcraft, or as Donald Trump says, China. But I feel like it would be not worth much here.
so
I
we
think
can open it.
You can open it.
Eat the contents.
Yeah.
and then I got something else. The establishment I shop at has a free coupon every Friday for certain. I don't need it, so I thought, hey, where do I bring my crap? Here. So here's hummus made easy.
Oh.
All you need is to add your own garbanzo beans.
That is all you, buddy.
I'm not a big hummus fan.
That's not bad. Red pepper's not bad, but I'm not going to make my own.
If
I thought,
anybody
who
in the
would need
Cincinnati area is a hummus fan, and I only say that because I'm not shipping food internationally or even across state lines because I don't know what the rule is. If anybody's interested in hummus made easy, let me know and I will mail this to you. That's it's by Bush's Best.
Yes.
So it's got to be the best. What is garbanzo beans? I've heard of them.
Chickpeas.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
That's maybe I'll take that for lunch tomorrow. That'd be wonderful.
Okay, these Mike and Ike's are a little stale.
Just like the movie.
This one I'm eating now is hot tamale. I'm like, it's
Oh,
a
it's all
little
of them
cinnamony.
mixed. Oh.
Oh, does it even have like a Warcraft names to the mics?
It's Mike and Ike's and hot tamales put together in a box.
Oh, well, that kind of
The
blows.
first one I had was nice and fruity, and this one's a little on the spicy side.
Oh, so you're a little disappointed.
So you're saying life is like a box of Warcraft Mike and Ike's. You never know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's gonna be in the Forrest Gump sequel. Can't wait. Remember when they thought they were going to make a sequel to that? They thought about it. He served in Desert Storm in the book sequel.
Oh, there was a
What?
Yes,
But
there
when
was
he
a
wrote,
book
when he
sequel.
wrote the book sequel, he like purposely did a whole bunch of things that they wouldn't do in the film because he hated the film.
Oh,
the guy
did
that
he?
wrote the book hated the film.
Okay.
He said it wasn't the story he wrote. Now most people I know said, "Well, yeah, the story you wrote is stupid. The movie was better." I heard that, but the guy did not like the film, and had Forrest do a bunch of things. It's like, they won't ever put on film.
Okay. Well, thanks. That's more than I ever wanted to talk about Forrest Gump again. Fucking movie.
You always talk about it,
No. Here's the best thing. When you Google Forrest Gump writer, the second thing that comes up on Google is the movie Forrest Gump based on a true story.
True story.
I weep for our feature. I really do. Yes, it is. It is based on a true story. I'm serious. Winston Groom is the author.
Okay.
He said no. He did not like it. So, okay. We were at Cincinnati Comic Expo this past weekend.
We were.
Did you have a good time?
I did. I enjoyed it.
Great. We had some interviews. I think next year, I think we might have to be getting a table to get some more interviews next year and have a good time.
We could try that.
Yes. We did talk to a lot of good people. Everybody, we talked to fans and that. I talked to a lot of fans, especially on Sunday. I went with my son on that day. Everybody seemed to have a good time Saturday and Sunday when I was talking to them. So that was great. A lot of cosplayers.
There were
we
some
had-
Kazi's.
we put almost all of our, well, we did put all the photos up on our History of Facebook page, History of Bad Ideas Facebook page. So we had tons of pictures up there.
Or a few. I wouldn't say tons.
We had about 40.
That many?
Yeah.
Okay, you had more than I thought.
Yeah, it was a couple of them you just hit click and then you go through them.
Well, yeah, I know, but I was thinking we had half of that.
It calls counting. You gotta count.
But
my favorite-
after 20, I run out of fingers and toes.
Oh, okay. You could, nah, you don't have anything else. Anyways,
I get to 21. Is
Okay.
that what you're saying?
maybe 23. Never mind. I do say my favorite cosplay from the Cincinnati Comic Expo was the Monty Python cast. That was my favorite one because I was walking by the celebrity area and I see one guy show up as the Black Knight, then there's Sir Lancelot, and then there's King Arthur, and then there's the magician Tim
the Enchanter.
Enchanter, sorry. And then they kept coming. I'm like, after I took the pictures and posted them on Facebook, there's 3 more people. I was like, oh, I missed out on you guys. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. I liked it, and they were very nice. So we appreciate that. But there was a lot of good cosplayers there. There was also a Jay Garrick Flash I liked. He was there all 3 days. I saw him every single day, so that was nice.
But wasn't that the actor who played
Teddy
Jake
Sears?
Garrick?
No, it was a
he
different.
was there.
Well, yes, it was actually him. He just walked around.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, he
That would
just
be kinda
put
fun
on a
if he
costume and
was.
walked around.
Baby Bats, maybe he walked around as Batman, like he was actually in the Bat outfit.
No, I think he walked around as emo Bruce Wayne
From the TV
new
show?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're caught up on your Gotham for
I'm
this
one
season
episode
yet.
behind.
Okay.
But I do know who emo Bruce Wayne is. Not to be.
Are you caught up on your Daredevil?
Yes, we're going to talk about that.
Oh.
We're going to talk about that.
Not as Jessica Jones though.
Oh.
I'm sorry. What's that? Let's see. I'm caught up on Jenny Jones though. Jenny Jones.
I'm caught up on Sally Jesse Raphael.
Oh, I love her red glasses. She's in my top 5. Let's see.
I think you guys are skewing a little old here.
Yes, we are. Speaking of Comic Expo, did want to say thanks to Travis for his nice long interview and making us welcome at the Source Point Press. We appreciate it, and I guess even Dev.
Even Dev did give me a side during the interview.
Yes. So
He is a big guy.
He is.
He made you look like a little boy in that
yes,
picture.
yes, he did.
Yeah, we're
used
not
to-
kidding when we say Big Dev.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. He could have picked you up and just swung you around like a little rag doll.
Oh, he could have. He
could have
said
Harambe'd you.
next year.
too late down the hall. Too early. Whatever. The deal was with Dev, I wanted a hug from him. He said I need to buy $20 worth at the Source Point thing, which I was going to anyways. He didn't know that. I actually was waiting for them to come to Cincinnati so I could buy it and not pay for shipping. I'm cheap. And I did get it, and he's like, well, a deal's a deal. And the tip man was taking the picture, and he took a little longer than needed. Like, he was trying to press it, and then, I'll be honest, the hug got a little uncomfortable for a while there. And I think the people at the expo walking by us were wondering what we were doing. But, I'll be honest, if it lasted about 10 more seconds, there was going to be an ass grab from one of us. I don't know who. So, I'm just saying. But it was nice to see Dev in person finally, so that was good. But no, we had a great time. And next year, we will hopefully be having a table there, and we are planning on it and having everybody from Hobie as everybody that can show up. So it'd be great.
Maybe invite some of our other podcast partners and some of the.
Rumor is some people from across the seas are coming.
Ooh.
Yes, the British might be coming again. This time, hopefully, it ends better than last time. I'm just saying. And also across from the Allegheny River, they might be coming in. Pittsburgh Nerd,
I heard they're
calling
going
it out.
to hop on their boat and float down the Ohio,
I hope so.
Huckleberry Finn style.
That would be great. Hopefully, they don't use the same language. It is Pittsburgh. We don't know. So,
They would
but
say uses or yins. Yins is their word.
is that what they were?
Yeah, yins.
I don't
for you
particularly care for
guys.
those people. They were very, very,
Pittsburgh Nerd.
yes, very
okay.
mean to Baltimore.
They were mean to
I
Baltimore.
love the Baltimore Orioles.
Yes,
They didn't say anything bad about the Orioles.
They hated all of Baltimore.
they did say
well,
that.
that's because the Ravens.
Well,
are
I hate the
captured.
Ravens too. I understand that,
Who
but
doesn't?
that was tough to listen to.
They were 3-0 coming into this week. They're the real deal. Oh, they lost today. Let's see. So thanks Cincinnati Comic Expo, and we appreciate. They also will have one next year, September 22nd through the 24th, and they could be having another one earlier in the year too. We'll talk about that hopefully
when
in
we
a couple
get
months.
details, yes.
So Daredevil, I did catch up on Daredevil. Just to let you know, I finished the second season. Is everybody done with the second season?
We were done with second season
I've
a while
forgotten
ago.
about what it was. It's been so long.
I know that there was ninjas in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember the ninjas.
like the feet or something. No, the hand.
The hand.
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The hand.
the foot's from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the last couple episodes, it was okay. I was a little disappointed at the end. It felt like a little bit of a struggle to get through at the end. It was good the whole season. I don't care about Karen Page that much.
Actually, she was my favorite part of the whole season.
I feel like the
I,
actress
thought
did a...
I just thought the story, when it was centered around Karen Page, was a better story.
I like her. The actress that does that role. She does a great job. I like how she went from a paralegal to have a corner office at the newsper. That was pretty quick.
What happens when you befriend someone
Uh-huh.
and get them killed? Then you get to take their job.
Oh,
Isn't that how that works?
Wow. How you doing, Jeff?
You want my job?
I don't know. I don't want to walk, so I don't want Doug's job, so I don't know what to do. I thought it was okay. Punisher was cool at the
Punisher
end.
was good.
What did you think of Elektra?
I kind of liked her. Like, I thought she was badass when she got her uniform, her costume at the end. And I really like that side character. I forget what his name is. The one that makes all the costumes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
can't think
forgot
of it
his
now.
name, but
It slipped my... I like him. I really like him. I like his... he made the weapon for Daredevil. I like that. I thought Elektra was okay.
I didn't like her at the beginning, and then I kind of liked her more towards the end.
I was expecting her to take over the hand at the end. The hand at the end, and then that was how it was going to end.
well, they have to raise her from the dead first, and that's pretty much how.
I know. I kind of got tired of the mystical part of it with
Yeah,
this.
unfortunately, that's the part that I thought really slowed down the season, and that makes me fear for how Iron Fist is going to be, because that's going to be very mystical.
I think, though, that might help because I don't know if it's going to take place in Hell's Kitchen, all of it.
Oh, it probably won't, but
If they did something like Batman Begins, off in another country, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I don't know.
We'll have to see.
What does that make you feel for Doctor Strange?
That looks good.
I mean, that's the whole magic.
It looks trippy.
I mean, it pretty much how Doctor Strange turns out, I think, is how the whole magic in Marvel will be. Magic.
I don't know, but I'm really excited about the David Copperfield movie. That looks good. Speaking of
They
magic.
should have got David Copperfield to play Doctor Strange.
I don't think they've seen David Copperfield. Anyone has seen David Copperfield in decades.
Okay, Chris Angel. They should have got Chris Angel.
No one should ever fucking get Chris
David
Angel.
Blaine?
He is the Kevin James of magic. Fuck Chris Angel. Fuck
Teller?
him.
Get Teller?
Okay, I'm fine with that. Not Penn.
Not
just
Ted,
Teller.
No, just Teller.
Do you think Doctor Strange looks good, Doug?
It looks interesting.
Okay.
I don't know.
I have an issue with it being an origin story again. I'm tired of origin stories, but then part of me is like, I'm really interested in him learning it.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with this being an origin story
Yeah.
because they really don't tell that. I mean, who actually saw the 70s or 80s Doctor Strange thing that they
yes.
produced? Like, nobody in,
I
like
know
Spider-Man,
that.
there are plenty of origin stories out there. We don't need to see another one.
Marvel
We
just said
have-
they're not doing origin stories though anymore.
Yeah,
But he's a
sometimes-
character people don't know.
Correct.
I mean,
If you're introducing a character, I mean, you kind of need the origin.
you're not making the story just for comic book people.
Yeah.
You're making it for everybody. So they need to,
Would have been better if you introduced him in a different Marvel movie first. Do you think that would have helped?
Oh, I guess not.
You mean have him in and then say, who is this strange guy? And then
He could have
show
done
his
some
origin?
magic. Yeah.
Or, I actually
Like
think-
Black Panther. You don't really know Black Panther's
Yeah.
origin, and they're not going to get really too into it. I know they're going to do the mystic part of it, like
Yeah,
what he means, but his movie is not an origin story.
Yeah, I think with Doctor Strange you need an origin
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Is
mean,
that
there's-
just to introduce the magic, you think?
Pretty
to
much.
The,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's a completely new element to the entire universe that they kind of need.
I feel like visually it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be awesome on it.
What do you think it makes? That's up there with Thor, the first Thor going,
Oh,
I
let's never talk about the first Thor.
didn't think the first Thor was that bad.
It was a good He-Man movie.
I say internationally, I'd say around 400 million
Total.
I think about
Domestically,
250.
okay, that's what I
Million.
was thinking. I think the first Captain America made like 176. I think that's the lowest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
'Cause that's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Captain America: First Avenger, I thought was well done.
Pulling at 180 million total
Total?
right now. Well, you're still about a month away.
Oh, that's what they've made already?
No.
on
That's
pre-sales?
what the discussion is from the Hollywood insiders.
Oh,
They
okay.
always pull
What-
what they're
So-
trailing.
For international?
Domestically 180, foreign
Okay.
325, worldwide 505 is what they're pulling.
Okay. Oh, maybe they're.
Usually,
Maybe it'll do better across the seas than I would give it credit
Suicide
for.
Squad goes up though. Remember, as it got closer and closer, it kept going up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was originally pulling at 60, and then it went up to 80, and then it was at 120, and I think it blew it away.
They
at
released a
140.
couple of good trailers and got the
Yeah.
buzz going.
And something else that helped Suicide Squad, there was absolutely nothing that came out after it. I mean, there was no competition.
Yeah. I mean, right now I think you got Jack Reacher, the accountant, which
Yeah.
that looks like the accountant looks okay, but that is a horrible name for a movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, it looks intriguing. I'm actually intrigued to see it when it comes on cable. But yeah, what do you say? I'd like one ticket to the accountant, please.
Well, they did say, you got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Oh, that's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
draw a lot.
I don't know when that officially comes out. They did say
Well,
they
you got when is Doctor Strange opening?
November 4th.
Okay, so it's got a whole month
Yeah, that's what I mean. You got a
it's got a
month.
whole month before Star Wars. So
Yeah, they said there's 34 wide releases battling for marquee space this year, which is up from last year.
wow.
So, in the last couple months. So that could be an issue too. I think Benedict Cumberbatch helps.
Yeah.
I think that helps the international market. As we're in the green room, there's Doctor Strange commercial, November 4th. I mean, visually, it looks beautiful.
Yes.
I mean,
But is that going to throw people off?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, and here's the other thing: can we actually have a good bad guy for once?
Well, I
Marvel's
think-
been lacking with some of the bad
Wasn't
guys.
that Miko the raccoon from Pocahontas?
The guy with the black
Yeah,
eyes?
maybe not.
It could
Okay.
be. It could be.
I
Does he
honestly
talk in this one, though? He's not allowed to talk in the cartoon.
I honestly think it'll go the way, as long as they can write a story that you can follow without getting too into stuff. If you can simplify the story and the mystic aspect to tell a good story, then I think it'll work. If it gets too much into the mystic, it might lose people.
Bogged down.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm going to take my son. He's 6. I don't know if I'm really...
Yeah, I was about to say that.
exactly.
I don't know what the attendance for kids is at Marvel movies.
Yeah, I mean-
But you'd think it's probably pretty decent. But yeah, I don't.
he hasn't seen Guardians yet, and I just haven't shown it to him yet. And I think that I am going to show him that one next. Because
By Guardians, you mean that Russian movie?
Yes, the Guardians Russian movie, which looks bad.
It looks great. That's a 2017 movie I'm looking forward to.
I am
most.
looking forward to that. I don't know. With Doctor Strange, I am excited to see Doctor Strange talk to Tony Stark in the future movies. Because they're both egotistical assholes, so I'm really excited to see at least the dialogue between
Yeah,
those
don't they
two.
both have like goatees or something? Because
Well,
I would
that's-
like to see goatee guys talk to each other.
Evil Spock's in the next one too, so that'll be great. So, I did a little bit more research here. This is actually from Deadline.com, which is a pretty good source. They are predicting 50 to 60 million opening weekend
Well, I thought it might
for
do-
Doctor Strange.
I thought it might do a little more than that on opening week.
They said this is the non-Disney critics, or the polling. Disney is polling 70 to 80, but they said everybody the more accurate one from outsiders is 50 to 60, which again it could have legs though and expand. Or one quick thing back to Daredevil. I finished Daredevil. I was sick as a dog on Friday, so I binge watched the last 3 episodes. Then I started Luke Cage.
I don't think you can do that before you finish Jessica Jones. It all connects.
Well, I saw 5 episodes of Jessica Jones. And I really love it. I really do love
Yeah,
it.
I really did like it.
I just haven't finished it. And it's my next one after Luke Cage. I'll tell you one thing. Luke Cage, within the first 30 minutes, I was like, whoa, this is R-rated. I did not expect this at all.
I watched the first episode.
Nudity, cussing, the F word.
You watched Jessica Jones, didn't you?
Yeah, was there F word in it? Was there nudity?
I thought so. Or,
This was like not
or
side
it
boob.
got
I'm
pretty-
talking full.
It got pretty steamy there.
Okay. I know Luke Cage and her broke a bed. A couple times, I think. A couple times. Luke Cage, did you like that first episode?
Yes.
It was really good.
Yeah, I'm only 1 episode into Luke Cage too. So.
Okay. And I gotta say, I laughed every time I saw Genghis Khani. the restaurant. I love that. I love that.
I couldn't get past Shades because that was from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
and I was
that was
like,
Juice from
yeah,
Sons of
I was
Anarchy.
Like, that's Juice. I can't take him seriously. Did you like the first episode?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I thought it was totally different than anything they've ever done. Now, it could be the fever talking, and I really liked the next half episode, and then I fell asleep for about 12 hours.
It is in the same feel as Jessica Jones is. I mean, it's obviously telling a different story, and I'm not exactly sure where the story is exactly going to go, but they set it up pretty nicely.
I like Cottonmouth in it, the bad guy.
Yes.
He's really well done.
Well, see, I wasn't sure if I liked him or not, and I don't know if it's, do I not like him, or am I supposed to not like him?
Wait till
'Cause he's the
second
bad
episode.
guy.
He gets a little bit more.
Okay.
He doesn't. Halfway through, he doesn't do anything like drastic. But
Yeah.
like you can tell he's like thinking about what to do, and it's pretty.
But I was thinking maybe specifically the actor. I'm like,
Okay.
is he doing a good job or a bad job? And I wasn't sure. It's like, do I not like him because the character's supposed to be unlikable, or do I not like him because I think the actor's not
And who plays
Doing
Luke
it right.
Cage?
Mike Coulter.
Mike Coulter?
He does a hell of a job.
Yes.
Oh, he was
Yes.
great cast.
I thought he was fantastic in Jessica Jones.
Yeah. 5 episodes that I saw.
thought,
he was
I thought
great.
he was really good.
Yeah.
I thought Kristen Ritter, is that who did
Yeah.
it? I thought she did a hell of a job.
Yes.
I think they've done a great job. Even David Tennant was awesome.
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
He made
And
that
he is,
show, to be
he
honest.
might be the creepiest bad guy
Yes.
in the whole Marvel universe right now.
But don't bring him back.
Don't bring him back for the
No.
second season, no. Don't ever bring him back, in my opinion. You don't.
No.
And like, I know in the comic books, they always bring people back because the comic books take...
Comics.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Wait,
comics.
Wait, should we be discussing this? Jason hasn't seen the ending, so he.
Oh,
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, never
Screw
mind. Never mind.
but you don't keep
Bring him
bringing
back from Spain because they send him to Spain.
Oh, okay.
That's what we mean.
Oh, he's up in space with Hulk.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. They're just flying around. I did like how they brought Kingpin back, though, in Daredevil. Like,
Yes.
he had the connection in the jail.
Yeah.
I'm okay with bringing him back.
Well,
And
yeah,
I
because
think-
his character went to jail, and so
Okay.
when someone's in jail, you can visit them in jail.
I think he died. I think the Purple Man is dead. I do think in Daredevil season 3, which they said is going to be a couple years out because of Defenders, Iron Fist, and all that.
Iron Fist?
Iron Fist.
Okay.
I think it's the one where he exposes Daredevil as Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock is Daredevil.
So then everyone
It's going to
will
be from
know.
the book. Yep. I think that's going to be the next one, which kind of makes sense because right now, what does Matt Murdock really do? He doesn't have a career, really. Thanks for that. You're
Yeah.
the worst attorney
Okay,
ever.
that's the thing that gets me watching Daredevil the whole time is how are they paying for anything?
I don't know.
And that it's just something stupid, but it annoys me. Oh, we're gonna get drinks. Well, how are you paying for this?
Well,
You
they had a
don't have any-
tab. They had a tab.
Elektra was paying them. She
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
She was
yeah,
their
yeah.
backroll
Okay,
during the
okay,
second
I-
season.
And at the end, Foggy got a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, please don't turn it down. Please don't turn it down. You're dumb. Why would you turn that down?
That one took me completely off guard that he got the job at
Jessica Jones' private, yeah. I did like that.
I went, oh, yeah.
Okay, how much do you know about Daredevil comics?
A little bit.
Okay, 'cause
I
I'm-
used to read them.
I was listening to a Marvel podcast, and they mentioned something about Shadowlands. I can't remember if they said they would
Yes.
do that or they wouldn't do that.
That was when, oh god,
But that's what they were saying for another season of Daredevil.
he took over the hand,
That's it. Yeah.
and they actually built it up, and it was kind of like, oh, Daredevil went bad. And my biggest thing at the time was, that's great. I would love to see the hero after 30, 40 years not in story, but in written thing, him turn bad. Like, that would be awesome. He's had all this shit done to him. Karen Page gets killed in the
Spoiler
comics.
alert.
What?
In the comics. What? In the comics. She dies of an overdose.
Oh.
Elektra gets killed many times. He's been exposed by Kingpin. Why wouldn't he turn bad? Like, at this point, or turn like some form, and then it comes to find out that he was possessed by like a demon, and that's why he took over the hand. And it's like, and with that, I'm out. I think that's actually right after Shadowlands when I dropped it. And it's like, oh god, no. I'm okay with them. If he took over the hand, that's fine. Don't bring the demon into it. No.
I think they would do the Kevin Smith. Didn't he write a story for
He did do
Daredevil?
one.
The Daredevil Yellow. Did he do that?
Yeah,
one?
I think he did Yellow. I don't think I've ever read that one. I don't know if I read that one.
If I'm wrong on that, someone will correct us. But
Dev. Probably Dev.
Oh, Dev will definitely be the first one.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Did you guys watch any new TV shows that have premiered?
I watched Speechless. Have you seen that?
I saw the first episode.
I still have yet to see it.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was pretty clever.
I caught the second half or probably the last 20 minutes of the second episode because I was watching on DVR the first episode when the other one was on. It's like, hey, this is pretty good. I might want to, so I tried to DVR that afterwards, but I missed some. But I thought it turned out fairly well.
I liked it a lot. My wife and I both watched that one.
I think it's the Hobie push for Jason Brown.
I think so. They got picked up for the back 9 episodes.
Yeah.
22 episodes.
Oh, excellent.
So go Hobie push.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
welcome, Jason Brown. Even
Yes.
though he's not working on it anymore, but you're welcome.
he's not? His name
He was
is in
only
the-
on the pilot.
Oh, okay.
He only did the pilot, he said. Because he
Oh.
moved on to, he did another one after that. I forget which one.
Kevin can wait.
Are you ready for your Kevin Can Wait update, Jason?
No, not yet. Hold on. I watched This Is Us on NBC.
I heard great things about it. I haven't seen it.
2 episodes in. I liked it.
They got picked up for the back 9
Yep.
too.
They've had a lot of different twists in it. Not huge ones, but like little different ones. I really liked it. I like everybody involved. So I had no issue with we watched the second one last night. I enjoyed it. The Good Life with Kristen Bell
Kristen
going to
Bell,
heaven.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I meant to DVR that. How was that?
It's weird.
Really?
Ted Danson's funny.
Looked kind of funny.
It's unique.
Is it something that's one joke and will get old quickly?
I don't know how you're going to do a whole season, but I'm intrigued to watch. I may give up after about 6 or 7 episodes, but like, it's Ted Danson as the architect. It's his first version of the afterlife, and he has 320, I think, souls that go into this area.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Each town has a certain amount, and your soulmate's there. Well, Kristen Bell gets picked wrongly. It's the same name, but wrong person. And
They do it because I mean, I know it's going to be mistaken identity, but just the same name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And so,
I
but
think
it was his first time. That's
I think Heaven is so much better at dealing
It's
with
not
this.
Heaven. And here's the best part.
It's the good place.
The funniest part.
The good place is not heaven?
No.
Oh.
There is no heaven or hell. There's a bad place and a good place. That's it.
It's heaven and hell.
Yeah. But here's the best part. Kristen Bell is the first 5 minutes. She's like, what? Where am I? He's like, oh, you're dead. And she's like, okay, cool. Am I heaven? Hell? He's like, there really is no. It's a good place and the bad place. And she's like, well, which religion was right? He's like, about all the religions got about 5% right. And he's like, except for, I forget the guy's name, like Daryl in Canada. He got lit one weekend on marijuana, and he got 92% of everything correct. We got his picture right there. So his picture's there. And anyways, but it was funny because she's misplaced, and now her soulmate is like was a professor of ethics, and he's like, well, and morals. He's like, well, I feel like I can make you into a good person, because she was not a good person at all.
Yeah.
So it's funny. It's
So
very
her
weird.
soulmate be pissed off that he didn't get his soulmate?
Well, that's what I'm wondering too.
I suppose they will address that.
But it could be okay. I'm intrigued to see where it goes.
So does that mean the person with the same name went to the bad place?
We don't know.
Oh, man. Now I gotta watch the show.
Let's see. Anybody caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I'm
Yes.
caught up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I like it. It's not bad this season.
It's all right.
Ghost Rider's okay.
I never was a fan of Ghost Rider, and I know this is the newer version that they're doing in the comics, but can you really have Ghost Rider without a motorcycle? Shouldn't he be Ghost Driver?
Or yeah, that could work. I think that would be okay. Ooh, that's a hot tamale one. Sorry, I just had a
What if somebody
Mike
else
and I-
drives the car and he just rides along?
ghost
That'd be okay,
passenger.
Ghost Rider.
He's the
right.
passenger. He's got to be the passenger
Yeah,
of the car.
yeah.
So maybe if the car drives itself, maybe it's a Google car or something.
What happens?
Oh, that would be better. Bring Kit in.
What happens if Bill Cosby writes all of his dialogue? Then he could be Ghost Rider.
God, you're terrible. It's not even Bill Cosby that did Ghost Rider.
I know, I always forget that. He did picture pages, right?
Yeah.
Picture pages.
I think that was it.
Yeah, see, you don't even know.
I know it wasn't Ghost Rider.
Oh, I'm going with it. I think he's a Ghost Rider. I'm going with it. Let's see, anything else I saw? I don't think. Oh, Designated Survivor, I saw second episode.
And
I like it. I still enjoy it a lot.
so you're going to watch the third episode?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Even if the third episode sucks, will you watch the fourth?
Yeah. I'm intrigued to where it goes. Like, I'm kind of excited about it. I really hope there's not a big, huge conspiracy. There's going to be
Well, it
about
has
who
to
did
be.
the bombing.
Yeah.
I
And
did.
the guy that did the Joint Chiefs of Staff's main guy. He's really over the top, typical. We're bombing everybody. Blah blah
So is he
blah.
going to be the bad guy?
He probably will be. I'm thinking he is. So
Sounds like the bad guy from Avatar.
yeah, I've seen about an hour of Avatar, and it kind of reminds me of that character. But you're talking about the James Cameron, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
No, not the Last Airbender
Oh,
stuff.
sorry. You know, let's have a moment of silence for all the Titanic victims. Let's go get drunk. Way to do it, James Cameron.
Oh, did I miss that?
That was his Oscar speech. It was like, let's have a moment of silence for all the victims. Okay, let's go get drunk.
He's been dead for how long?
Well, yeah, but it was kind of like, you could have just not done that part.
Yeah, honestly, right now, isn't all the Titanic survivors dead? So,
Probably, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
Billy Zane's alive. He survived.
Yeah, no, he's an actor.
No, I think he really was on it because he has not aged in about 50 years. I think he's on it. I think he's on something.
Yeah, we had a question at pub trivia one night, where they're like, "What percentage of the first class passengers survived the
Titanic?
What percentage of the first class passengers of the Titanic survived?" And we're all like, "I think they're all dead." Let's put zero. It's like, well, we mean survived the accident, the boat accident. We're like, oh.
It's kind of I know it's an accident, but it's kind of like a little term. It's an accident. How many percent?
The first class, honestly I don't remember.
7. Let's go on 7.
Nah, it was actually a lot higher than you thought. It was first class might have been like around 75 or something. They were the ones that saved.
Everyone else was dancing down below. They were slumming it.
Yeah.
If you're interested in the Titanic, though, make sure you read Jeff Morris's book.
Yes.
That explains it all.
Zombies, the true story of the Titanic.
Yeah.
So, and we actually do have to send this one over to.
You haven't sent that out yet?
No, I've not. It's been a little rough at our household here. So, let's see. Quick thing before we get to listener feedback. Twitter poll of the week. Twitter
poll of the week.
Now, before we, right before we, just think. Soon, you may have to say Disney's Twitter poll of the week.
Why? What's that?
They're talking about buying them.
Twitter?
Yes. The rumor is
I'm fine with that.
They might buy Twitter.
I thought you meant they were buying our poll of the week. They were sponsoring us. I'm like, Disney wants to sponsor our poll of the week. I'll stop talking bad about them.
I have no issue if we get bought out by Disney. Let's do
They're
it.
looking at Twitter and or Netflix.
Disney's the history of bad ideas.
Okay, sure. I'm sorry. How much money are they pulling up? Yeah, go ahead, Disney. Come on, Disney.
With Disney, you said they're talking about buying Netflix?
Netflix and Twitter.
That's fine if it gets me Marvel movies and Pixar onto Netflix. I'm fine with that.
You know, when they bought Lucasfilm,
They really screwed it up, didn't they?
well, I was going to say.
I think it's because there are other contracts.
Look
and
what
stuff.
they did with the tech part of it. LucasArts,
Yeah.
shut it down.
Yes, they did.
Disney Infinity, shut it down.
Let's not talk about
They're
Disney
not really
Infinity.
good about techie stuff.
Fucking Disney.
Okay, sorry. Carry on.
Twitter poll of the week. You can follow us on Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter. What television Marvel character should be included in the Marvel film universe? 0% picked Jessica Jones. How dare you people?
Because I didn't vote.
Second place, 16%. Luke Cage. 17% at second place, The Punisher. And in first place, they just basically wiped the floor, 67% Daredevil.
Now, I heard rumor that they were talking about for the Phase 4, that they were talking about bringing Daredevil in, but recasting him, and they won't bring Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
Why?
I don't know.
That's dumb.
Because the TV shows, they have pretty much already said, are part of the cinematic universe.
They should be.
But, I mean, they refer to things that happened in the movies within the shows. Both
Luke
Agents of
Cage
S.H.I.E.L.D.
even
and...
referred to the crappy Iron Man 2, Justin Hammer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah,
that with
yeah.
the guns? Come on. That's dumb to recast it.
It is.
I don't like that idea. You can get away with that in DC because they're not part of the same universe. It's a different universe. You know, a different 52 universe. In
Yeah.
Marvel, TV and cinematic are the same.
They pretty
that
much said
irks
that,
me.
and they, like I think in Jessica Jones, they alluded to the stuff that happened in New York City.
Yeah,
or
they've all,
whatnot.
yeah. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Bad idea. But
Right-
Disney
right
can
there
still
for
buy
the
us.
bad idea of the
Yes.
week.
Disney can still buy us. So that's fine. Okay, let's get to listener feedback.
Well, this is the part where if you're hearing me speak means no one has sent us any music for listener feedback.
Dr. Bender.
So if you're hearing me speak, the end of the song.
Dr. Bender. All I'm saying is Henno might be up for Song of the Year if he gets it in before you. Moving on. Anyways, let's see. Doug. You know what, Doug? Why don't you read your own listener feedback since we don't have anyone else?
Well, here, just because, you know, I need an heir apparent. So for the first question this week, let's go to Randall Holt.
Oh!
I'm grooming him to take over for me
Okay.
when I move on.
Okay, when are you moving
You're
on?
moving on?
Well, it depends what graphic novice. The new show intrigues me.
Was there a new show? I haven't
I
heard
don't know.
that.
They're talking about coming back
Okay.
new and different.
The
Okay.
all new, all different graphic novels.
So,
Yeah, I've
yes,
heard that.
yes.
I've heard that part.
So, you know,
All it requires them is actually they're going to just do it in the nude.
No,
That's
no,
all the thing.
all they're going to do is recast.
Yeah. Nickel out.
so Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666.
He's not evil.
Just handled that way.
Blake, have any early predictions on how much his Browns will lose by next week? I'll go 49-3.
They play the Patriots next
As
week.
the resident Patriot fan here,
Boo.
Wait. At least I'm not a Dallas fan like Jason.
Never was a Dallas fan.
Oh, you were too. You, you love Troy Aikman.
I did.
Oh, come on. Boo. I was a Dallas fan back in the Roger Staubach era.
Troy Aikman.
But no, as soon as the evil one bought the team and
I
dismantled
realized
it, I hated
as I got
Dallas.
older, Troy Aikman was not a good quarterback. He just had a lot of 400-pound linemen when everyone else had 250-pound
And
linemen.
they're one of the best running backs and some
Wide
great
receivers, tight end.
I'm like, I could probably be halfway decent with the stuff he had around him.
Quarter of the way decent.
Quarter of the way decent.
Okay, thank you. I've seen you throw a football.
Oh, good point. He can throw the ball much farther than I can.
You could hand it off well, though.
I could.
You could hide it.
That's really all you should need to do with that line and that running back.
That's true. So, Doug, what's your prediction?
I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Okay.
I'm thinking like 27-7.
Ooh.
They're going to hold the firepower to the following week when they're at home and they got to take on Marvin Lewis and the Bengals. That's what I'm hoping. It'll be 70-0.
I don't. After getting shut out this week, and Brady having to sit out, I don't think they're going to hold anything back, even if it is the Browns.
I could see them playing the Bengals and Burfict actually shanking him, Brady. Shiv him, I think it is to shiv. And so Brady could be out for the year. I'm going to say Burfict takes him out for the year. I'm going to say that. I just feel like it's going to happen. Now, next week, I think...
Where was the question? That wasn't answering the question.
Oh, I'm just
Answer
saying.
the damn question.
Well, the question started with Blake,
Cleveland.
so we actually can't answer that
Well,
question.
Blake's not here, so we're sitting in. I'm Scab Blake.
I'm going to go with 38-3 next week. 38-3. Browns.
Browns winning.
No. I'm sorry. Patriots.
And then when they after the game, they're going to ask Belichick, "What do you think of Tom Brady's? Do you think?" And he's going to say, "On to Cincinnati.
Yep.
On to Cincinnati.
On to Cincinnati.
On to Cincinnati."
And
That's it right there.
I'm going to say Terrell Pryor Sr. was actually incorrect. He said that they would go 13-0. They have a chance to go 13-0, the Browns, after losing last week. They now have a chance to go 12-0.
12-0.
So let's hope for that.
Okay. Since you mentioned it, I have to say, what the fuck is up with putting senior and junior and all that shit on the back of uniforms? It used to be the last name.
Especially since Terrell Pryor has no kids.
Seriously?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that would be even worse. But I mean, it's like, we're going to get you confused with your 2-year-old son.
Did
No.
Well, time out. He does play for the Browns. You may.
I mean, maybe Steve Smith Sr., because his son is actually old enough to be playing somewhere.
That's true.
Everyone else who has a 2-year-old fucking son, you shouldn't have fucking senior on your back. It annoys the hell out of me.
Now, did this start when RG3 came around?
Started when RG3.
Is it that soon? Okay, is it
I
that
don't
recent?
think anybody had stuff on their back before RG3.
I didn't think so, but I wasn't sure.
And now we got, what's his name, the 5th in Houston, I think he is.
Ooh, I missed that one.
There's a guy, his thing is the last name and a V after it. I can't remember his name.
Oh, is he a king?
Yes, he is a king.
I'm the king.
King Richard the 5th.
He runs with a turkey leg. Yeah, speaking of that, Doug, I got your question. Let's do... Speaking of kings...
Okay, here. I was watching nothing but trailers. It's on...
Oh, they were going to say nothing but trouble. Thank God you said trailers.
Nothing but... It just shows trailers. And I happened to see this one. Guy Ritchie has a King Arthur movie coming out next year. Why?
Have you not heard us discuss this?
This is with Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. Whatever. He can come on the show and correct me. With his Australian accent.
Do it.
Yeah.
His Australian accent?
I think he's Australian.
He's British.
Whatever. Pretty close, right? Pretty close?
Yeah, they're
Canadian,
not
right?
on the opposite side of the world or anything.
Nope. I did see the trailer for this. It does not look good. It does not look good.
How many King Arthur movies do we need?
Well, we need some until they make them good.
Hey, Bruckheimer did a good one.
Yeah.
There were a lot of lonely men over there.
And Bruckheimer just produced it. Give credit where credit was due.
That's
true.
Was,
what's it, Gray? Was that his name?
I'll check it out.
No. Go. He's the guy that did the...
Earl Grey?
No, not Earl Grey. The movie that came out, the Magnificent Seven. I think it's the same guy that did the Magnificent Seven this week.
Okay.
That guy.
I'm going with you, yes.
Okay, so now number one fan Doug is making fun of my hand gestures.
Well, you don't have ape hands, so you're okay. Gorilla hands.
Okay, my thing is,
Antoine Fuqua.
That's his name. Yes.
I think Fuqua's French for gray.
Yes,
He was right.
I said Gray. I'm like, no, that's not right. I was thinking like Gary Gray. He
I
did.
didn't
like,
know he did that.
Gary Gray did the remake of the Mini Cooper driving movie Italian Job.
Italian Job, yeah. Okay, my thing is, you have The Sword and the Stone, Disney,
Crap.
Awful.
and
Oh my God, we agreed.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Excellent.
Do you need any more?
King Arthur for Antoine
Antoine
Fuqua
Fuqua's
was
King
good.
Arthur.
That was good.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was
The
good.
the not
Theatrical.
the non-theatrical version.
The R-rated
directors.
one was good.
Oh, okay.
The R-rated one. Yeah,
That was very good.
They gave him. It was great. They gave him. They told him, oh, it's going to be a December movie. You can go for the R rating, and then they were having some. And I think this was a Disney too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were having some problems coming up with a good tentpole movie of that year, so they moved up to the summer and told him it has to be PG-13.
Wow.
And they agreed. They let him right away. Said, your cut can go out on DVD or whatever, but we need this for the theaters. And it didn't do all that well, but it was, at least in our two opinions, we really liked it.
We liked it, yeah.
But is there a draw for King Arthur, for Tarzan, for
Tarzan did hold on. That bombed the first week, and then it held on to make over budget. Like they said,
did that come out at the same time as Suicide Squad?
That was July.
Okay,
It
I was
in
just saying,
July.
was there anything else out where?
It was a 4th of July weekend.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. King Arthur budget of 120 million. The Antoine Fuqua one made
Yeah.
203 million. So, yeah. It was good. Well done.
No.
I don't know. That's the thing. I love Tarzan. I don't know if there's
Right.
there's a need for it anymore. What was it? Popeye the cartoon. Why is that coming
Right,
out?
right.
Why is that coming out? I feel like King Arthur at least has the history. Like I know a lot of it. They've tainted the history. But like I feel like you have a little bit more semblance of why it's
It
coming
just
out.
seems, and I was researching this, but it seems like every
10 years.
10 or so, Excalibur was in the 80s. I think
Oh.
Camelot.
first night in the
Oh,
90s.
God.
Oh, first night was not good.
Right, but it's like but
First night. God.
Richard Gere as Lancelot.
I mean, is it Sean Connery in that?
I think Sean Connery's
Sean
King
Connery
Arthur.
was in
Yeah.
that.
I mean, but it's like every 10 years or so they come out with another one.
Yeah.
Why? Are you?
Well, weren't they planning on hopefully making this a series originally?
They
were
originally
talking
had
about?
this as like a 7-part series, and then it went down to a trilogy, and then finally, let's see how the first one does.
the first one does. But they have plans to expand it if this does well.
Because
So.
Charlie Hunnam, he actually turned, he bailed out of 50 Shades of Grey to do this one. So,
Well,
Career suicide.
well, he also got out of 50 Shades of Grey because they said, I would not do that. If you're trying to be a serious actor, don't do it. Don't do it. Let's see.
well, if you want money, do it.
Yeah.
Hey, well, geez, the second one's going to be a blockbuster sensation considering everybody who watched the damn trailer in the first day it was out.
Okay, you ready? Here we go.
They were just looking for nudity or something, I think.
King Arthur 2004. First Night was 95. Excalibur was 81. Let's
Monty
see.
Python?
Lancelot. Oh yeah, sorry. Monty Python and the Holy Grail was 75. Lancelot of the Lake was 74.
Don't know that one.
Let's see here. The Last Legion was in 07, but I don't think that bombed. We're talking like actual.
Yeah.
Major-
Well, it was
major
Camelot's
movies.
in there, isn't it?
Let's see. Lancelot and Guinevere was 63. That was a decent, big budget.
Yeah.
Or theatrical. Sword in the Stone was 63, and Camelot was 67. So there you go. There's some. Prince Valiant was in 97. I forgot about that one. Ooh.
That's not King Arthur, though.
Doug, you're right. We don't need any more King Arthurs. You know why? In 1998, A Night in Camelot starring Whoopi Goldberg by Disney. What else do you need?
Oh, thanks, Disney, for that one.
Quest for Camelot, the cartoon. I
Wait a
like
minute.
that one.
Was it?
Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court.
That was actually what I just looked at.
The better remake, Unidentified Flying Oddball, where the guy.
don't know that
It was
one.
a Disney one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember seeing it younger, and then rewatching it, it's horrible. But
Didn't Martin Lawrence do one or something?
Black Knight.
Yeah,
Wasn't that King Arthur?
Yeah,
I think
sure.
so, yeah.
Unidentified Flying Oddball, 1979.
Yep,
Oh,
there you go.
Kid in King Arthur's
Kid in
Court.
King Arthur's Court
From
with,
the guy from Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the
I
Year.
think anytime you go back to the Knight era, you're going to have King Arthur because that's the only one that anybody knows. So
Dragonheart in 1996. That was not good.
Yeah, that wasn't King Arthur, though.
Well, that's what, I'm just giving King Arthur films that they say.
Well, Dragonheart wasn't King Arthur.
You know what? You're wrong.
Because King Arthur didn't deal with dragons.
You know what?
He
Time
dealt
out.
with strange women lying in ponds distributing swords.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. You know what? We need to, before we go on to the next feedback, could you tell us about the Kevin James?
Oh, you're ready for Kevin James?
Yeah, go
now?
ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
Oh, man, Jason, you missed out on episode
Okay.
2 of Kevin Can Wait.
For those catching up, I despise Kevin James. I think he is a horrible actor and just person. Anyways, allegedly. Jeff has taken the good grace of watching the new series, Kevin Can Wait, just for me. So go ahead, Jeff. What happened?
2 major storylines. The first one, was the secondary storyline, was the boyfriend, his daughter's boyfriend moved in with them so she can still go to college and whatnot. Well, he's a sensitive guy, so he's crying over every little thing that happens in these movies they're watching. So she's trying to toughen him up so he doesn't look so stupid, crying over
In front of
things.
her dad.
In front of dad and whatnot. So she invites her uncle over to toughen him up or whatnot, and they end up all crying. Kevin James's real brother plays his brother on the show.
It's hilarious. I never would have seen that coming.
I know. So he's like there toughing him up, and the story they're watching is just so heartfelt that they all have to break down in tears.
I think I saw that in every other sitcom show I've ever seen.
Okay.
Move on.
And then the
Pretty
main
original
storyline dealing with Kevin and his wife. He's now newly retired, so he's home a lot more, and his friends convinced him that he's being shut out of all decisions made in the house. It's her pick of furniture. He doesn't even have his favorite chair. That got put up into the attic.
Men don't care.
And he wants a beanbag in the bathroom. And,
Why?
And she's got the good side of the bed because it's only 5 steps to the bathroom where he has to take 15. So, it was hilarious. And then they decide that they'll make all decisions together. But then his friends let him know that, she told you that, but she's just still using you. So his friends are getting interfering with his home relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they aren't using any sitcom tripe.
No.
Trope is the word I meant to say, not tripe, but it fits both.
Oh, well. Jeff, do you think my wife makes all the decisions?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I don't really care.
Honestly, it's probably the way it should be, though. I mean, Kevin James should never be allowed to make the decisions.
Especially career-wise. Somebody should be making decisions for him.
he's always working.
Well, that's true, So were the Nazis during the war. Doesn't mean they were right. Sorry. Moving on.
So this is where we compare Kevin James to Nazis.
This episode of Hobie not sponsored by Disney. Let's see. Moving on from Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Revenge of the Nerds 1 or 2. Which one do you prefer? 3 and 4 don't count because they were so bad.
2 was pretty crappy.
Oh.
I mean, I'm like, is there a choice? The first one was good. 2 was better than, well, I didn't even know they made a 4th. But 2 was the one they went to the beach or whatnot.
Yes.
That was terrible.
I feel like I was not a big fan of the first one either, to be honest with you. I don't get the appeal of it.
I found it amusing. I can understand people not liking it.
But it was filmed on the campus of the University of Arizona.
Oh.
And we all know that's nothing but nerds at Arizona.
Oh, God,
University
yeah.
of
That's
Arizona.
That's right.
What college did they
They can
go
never
to?
get past the Elite Eight, can they?
Adams College. That's where they went. That was the name of it,
Oh.
because they were the Adams.
I just never understood, and I get why people like it, and I was never a big fan of it.
I certainly understand that.
We do have a sincere thing here from Dr. Bednar. Blake, a couple episodes ago, mentioned, that Dr. Bednar's dog passed away, and we sent our condolences. Dr. Bednar actually wrote us a letter here. My dearest Hobians, which I kind of like that.
Hobian.
I like that. It's very Doctor Who-like. Very Doctor Who.
Hobian.
I want to thank you all so much for taking a minute out of your podcast to send condolences to my family for our recent loss. Any dog lover understands what it's like to have a companion. When you lose that companion, it is as difficult as losing any other family member. To hear the last episode open up with the news of our Maddie's passing and subsequent kind words for us and for her means more than you realize. I'm an avid listener, but this past week it was hard to find the time for anything. So I listened yesterday and today and wanted to be sure you knew we heard, and we wanted to write before tonight's recording so that you know how grateful we are. Thank you again, and for myself, Rachel, and Madison, a collective boo for our Hobie friends. Dr. Bednar, quotation, doctorate pending. And there's a picture of Maddie in there, which is a good-looking dog. But yeah, we met Maddie at many softball games and that, and it was our pleasure to talk to you guys about it. But yes, so appreciate the kind words back to us, Dr. Bednar. And so that was a depressing little thing. So, but thank you, Chris. And moving on, let's do some lighthearted thing here. Some other lighthearted. Tell Jeff, this is from Ray Meebers. Tell Jeff, congrats on a hard-fought fantasy baseball final. Looking forward to my championship burrito. Did you lose the fantasy Hobie baseball league?
Today, we're recording on Sunday this week. Today was the last day of the year, and I'm down. I lost probably by about a little over 100 points.
Oh, okay.
So he was over 1,000. I was about 900 something. I don't know how it exactly fell out, but my guys just couldn't do it. He took an early lead, and I never could close the gap.
Okay.
So I owe Ray a burrito.
Let's see. From Amy, a.k.a. Babs. She's on the Political podcast. I'm having trouble figuring out what 3 fictional people best describe me. ... Help.
So you're familiar with the thing going around about describe yourself using 3 fictional people?
Yes, on Facebook it's
on
been.
Facebook and Twitter, it's been going around.
Okay. So let's keep this nice.
Oh,
so
it's always
Babs,
nice. Yeah.
Let's see. Anyone got suggestions? I think we should all equal 1, but you know.
Oh, okay.
But no, go ahead, Doug. If you got all 3.
I have 3.
Okay.
Okay. Sydney Ellen Wade from The American President with
Michael Douglas.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I don't
That
know.
was Annette Bening's character.
Annette Bening, she was the
Yes.
lobbyist.
I like that one. Okay.
That was good.
Don't know
That's
her.
not bad.
Yeah. I thought for personality and
Vigor.
go-gettedness, we want to be all-inclusive. So I went with B.A. Baracus.
Oh, from the A-Team.
Yes.
She has kind of knocked the door down. I like that.
yeah.
I
And
like
then-
that. She's never killed anyone, neither has B.A.
Yeah.
Baracus.
There you go.
And
He
then-
was framed. She was framed.
Yeah.
And then
Moving on.
And then just for the sake of her husband, who has to never mind. But Jessica Rabbit.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
Okay. I'm
I don't know. I don't know her.
I'm disturbed by
I
that.
don't know her. I've never met
Okay.
her.
So
But
you're
I'm hoping that's what she looks like.
So we're doing Jessica Rabbit, Annette Bening's character from American President, and B.A. Baracus.
Yes, that's what I came up
That's a
with.
nice one. I kind of like that
That's a
one.
nice mix.
Okay.
Mix.
Okay.
See, I was having trouble coming up with 3. I came up with 2 that I thought
Okay.
would be good.
I'll
So
add the
throw
third
these
one
out
then.
there and
Okay.
we'll go. I was thinking Diana Prince.
Wonder Woman. Okay.
No, not specifically Wonder Woman, but the Diana Prince
Prince
aspect of Wonder
Okay.
Woman. You know, she's still, the feminist and fighting for women's rights, but, not so over the top or something, but, well, when she turns into Wonder Woman, it's over the top.
Okay, I got
But,
you. I got
I'm talking a little more understated
Okay.
and whatnot. And that combination with Lucy Van Pelt.
Oh, okay. She does have a smart ass side.
She has smart ass side. She has has to have a word in everything side.
Okay. I think because we love Amy and Babs. She does rub people the wrong way. I'm going to go with the Ted Cruz as a third option.
What?
I think that might help.
He's not fictional.
Oh, he's
yeah.
fictional.
It's
I'm
fictional
sorry.
characters is the.
Oh, well, I feel like he is, isn't he?
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
That's not
I think
real,
he
is
is a construct of the.
He's not real, is he? Ted Cruz.
he was in the final 4?
Yes.
How?
I don't know.
Well, you saw who the other people were.
Okay, now.
So we got further than Arizona's basketball team.
Oh,
Okay, moving on.
going back to women's rights that she fights for. So
Ted Cruz or Babs?
no, Diana.
Diana
Oh,
Prince.
Diana Prince.
He's talking-
Okay.
So like all the Islamic women that come in, she's going to fight so they don't have to wear burqas. Then, right? Is that how?
Down the hall.
Okay,
Down the
I
hall.
just-
No, she's going to fight for their right to choose to wear
Oh,
burqas.
okay.
Down the hall.
Okay.
Down the hall. Amy is from Culture Babble, and we do like her. So, the Ted Cruz was a joke.
I said nothing to insult. You throwing out your Ted Cruz might
That
have
was a
been
joke.
insulting.
I forgot it was fictional.
Well, so now we got to come together with 3.
Okay.
That was the assignment.
Okay. I like Lucy Van Pelt because she is a smartass. I like that. I do like the Annette Bening. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like that. Not
So
a
she doesn't look like Jessica Rabbit.
I don't think anybody looks like Jessica Rabbit.
She's not animated.
She's not, well, she is animated. Wow.
She's not drawn that way.
Okay. And who's your other one?
Diana Prince is my other one. He
I'll
had
go
B.A.
with that.
Baracus over there.
Oh, I like B.A. Baracus. I'm going with B.A. Baracus, Annette Bening, and Lucy Van Pelt. I like it. There you go. There's your 3 fictional characters. If anybody else would like us to do your fictional character meet, let us know.
Especially if we barely know you. It's more fun that
It's
way.
a lot more fun that way. Okay, so I saved this question from Big Dev just for this episode when Doug was coming on. Watching Tomorrowland, not sure what Jason's problem was with it.
Jason's a hater.
Really?
I watched it again. It wasn't that bad.
They didn't get to Tomorrowland until an hour and 20 minutes into it.
Okay.
You named the show Tomorrowland, you gotta get to Tomorrowland.
No, you don't. I mean, well, I saw The Wizard of Oz. How long did it take him to get to Emerald City? It took the whole frickin'
Don't
show.
get me started on fucking
The
Wizard of
story
Oz.
is the journey to Tomorrowland.
No, not in this one.
All you hear is, oh, there's too many superhero movies. There's too many sequels. There's too many remakes. Here's an original movie.
You gotta make a good original movie, though. It's gotta be good.
Okay, let me ask you this. You have to watch one movie.
Yes.
Tomorrowland or The Phantom Menace?
Oh. Phantom Menace.
Really?
Darth Maul's in it.
I'd watch The Phantom Menace because I'm hearing a bunch of different new fan theories that I want to put to the test.
You could do Jar Jar Binks
Yeah.
as the bad guy. You just keep
Jar Jar's the
looking.
bad guy, watch that. And you also have to go with I was reading the theory that Padme didn't love Anakin, she loved Obi-Wan.
Well, that was the original idea, is that it was going to be a love circle, a love triangle.
Now
between
watch
those
it
three.
with that
Love
idea.
circle.
That
Yes.
and the thought of maybe Luke and Leia aren't even Anakin's children.
Oh, that
they're
would be kinda
Obi-Wan's
fun.
children.
That would be kind of fun. I am your father. Actually, you're not, Darth. Let me explain this to you. Are
But then you have to watch Jake Lloyd.
you an angel?
I can live with it.
I could poke something in my ears and not listen. I think I would pick Phantom Menace. There's enough that I could be entertained by it. The pod racing scene was amazing. Oh, God.
Well, I fast forward that.
Yes. No, you have to watch it in its
You have to
entirety.
watch it.
There was also a fan theory. Jeff Morris, Scab Jeff, just sent a text to me tonight that Darth Maul is Boba Fett. So that's out there. There's a rumor. Now, I guess in Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon that just came back, I have not caught up on this new season. My son and I have not watched it yet. We've both been sick. I guess Darth Maul's in it more. And
Is he still the giant spider thing?
No, he has robotic legs now, thank God.
Okay.
I think there's something alludes to it. I'm not sure, so I gotta check this new theory out. I really hope not. I hope not. I heard another fan theory
Really?
that...
It's the only thing that will make Boba Fett worthwhile.
Well, the other fan theory is that Boba Fett is Darth... who's Snoke? Or whatever that is.
Snoke?
Snoke, yeah. Snoke.
Snoke is Boba Fett?
Yes.
Now that's a terrible
That
theory.
I was like, no, that cannot be true. That cannot be true. That would be a horrible idea. Why are we trying to cram Boba Fett into everything? Stop it.
He wasn't even good at his job.
Okay, but is that any better than Rey being the reincarnated Anakin?
No, it's not better than
Okay.
Not
Rey-
Anakin, the reincarnated sky lights or Jedi masters or whatever they are,
okay.
the chosen ones. That's another fan theory out there.
That's better than Snoke being
I
Boba
really hope
Fett.
it's not. I hope it's not. So, who was just carted off the field? I just saw.
That was just Trevor Simeon.
Oh, okay.
Just Trevor Simeon?
Yeah.
Is he out? The quarterback for Denver?
Paxton Lynch came in, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Paxton Lynch did really
Oh,
well.
that
too.
sucks. I got
Sorry,
Simeon
Trevor
in my-
Simeon.
Yeah, he only threw like 7 passes.
Lynch or
No, Simeon.
Oh, that's the same.
Threw 7 passes and got hurt.
Yeah.
That sucks. I'm glad I didn't start him.
Oh. Sorry, this is now turning to fantasy football podcast. On other notes, I don't know. Dev, sorry, it sucked.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. Pop
I'm
culture
so mad I
podcast.
didn't even watch it.
Ooh. Pop culture podcast at TPC Cafe. We like that. Him. What movie, TV star that is 20 years older than your present age would you still nail today?
20 years older. Oh, crap.
That
I
would
was
be
thinking
Make
the
Love
question-
too. Thank you.
I thought the question was 10 years. I was thinking of people around 55. Now I got to think 65.
God, you're old.
Hey,
Wait a minute, you're 85? You gotta be. Oh, you're not 65. I'm sorry. I
No.
thought you were. Sorry. Right, I gotta do. How old am I? Okay.
I'm at a competitive disadvantage here. I was looking at this up, mid 60s, yeah, like Olivia Newton-John, Christy Brinkley. You still have that.
Okay, Chrissy Brinkley is...
I think
Because she was on my list that I was thinking of. I didn't think she was that old.
I thought
but-
she was. Okay, I'm stuck with Hillary Clinton. No, okay. All I got was Jacqueline Smith and Raquel Welch.
I thought of Jacqueline
Welch?
Smith, too.
Welch, maybe.
Jacqueline Smith, well...
She's like 74.
Oh, I got my first one right off the bat.
what?
She's 74. Rebecca De Mornay. Done. I'm fine with that.
I don't know what she looks like now.
Either that or Danny Bonaducci.
Oh, I would pass on Danny Bonaducci.
Let's see. Hugh Laurie. Jamie Lee Curtis. Let's see here. Kevin Spacey. Linda Hogan. Oh.
Oh, no, don't touch that.
Megan Mullally.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Really? She's that old?
Yeah, Prince, but he's dead.
Yeah, that would be disturbing if you
Tanya
did Prince.
Tucker, the country star. Ooh. Tim Robbins, but he would just talk to me about his political stuff. I don't want to talk to him.
What about
that.
Susan Sarandon?
No, she's not. I think she's like 20
She's
years older than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could have made my list, but no, I couldn't listen to her talking.
Baby Newworth.
Bebe Neuwirth?
Yeah, from Cheers. So there you go. How about that? Yeah, I could do that. How about this? Why don't we just do actresses born in...
Here you go, Jeff. Lauren Hutton.
Wait, let me see. Who would you guys do 20 years older? Actresses.
People.
Or actor. Sorry, it doesn't matter. Let's see. I got... I'm sorry. I had 78. Yeah, Rebecca De Mornay, Rosanna Arquette, Sean Young, Allison Janney.
Janny.
Yeah.
Allison Janney ain't bad.
Linda Blair, Kelly Lynch, Mary Crosby. Let's see here. Any of those? I'm going...
Oh my God! I just saw a picture of Bonnie Tyler. Not well. She would not be on my list.
I don't think you're really that picky anymore.
But for the record, I think this is a horrible question.
I'm not picky. Oh,
I do
Wendy
too.
McMahon.
Women aren't just for looks. They have minds.
Well, we could also do men. What men?
It didn't say women.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I could do Phil Collins. He's
Oh, who
20
wouldn't?
years older than me. Michael Keaton.
Studio.
That's Susu Studio.
I know if I do it wrong every time.
Yeah, no, Ace Frehley, I wouldn't touch him.
Mackenzie Phillips.
Oh, that one's tough.
Yeah, I'm going with Rebecca De Mornay. I'm going with that. I'm pretty good about that. Again, Tim Robbins I don't want to listen to Tim
Here
Robbins.
we go, Rob Halford,
Who's that?
the lead singer of Judas Priest.
Okay.
I mean, he's gay, so I mean, I probably appeal to him.
I don't think he looked good when he was young. Is he the bald guy? He's freaky looking.
See, we insult everybody. It doesn't matter. TPC, we want to know who you would pick. Thank you. And
Pam Dauber. I found
from Coach?
No. From
Mork and
Coach.
Mindy.
Oh, Dauber from Coach is what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Jesse Ventura.
Oh, you would have listened to his political rants.
I listened to him on a Chris Jericho podcast.
They're going to a Christian podcast. I was a
No,
little
no,
worried
no.
there. Yes.
He's a bit. He has a
interesting.
high opinion of himself.
That's an understatement.
He could have done this. He would do this. He would make Trump do this. He would.
Yes.
It's like, if I was running, this would happen.
But he always said that he was going to run, and he never did. I think he peaked when he became governor of Minnesota. He could have parlayed that into something, maybe. I don't think he would have won
if
anything
it was
close.
now,
Yeah.
yeah. But I think he's gone off the rails. As far as,
Correct.
Honestly, I gotta say that Christopher Cross doesn't look bad. He looks better now than he did when he was popular.
Chris Cross? Make a jump.
No, Christopher Cross, the guy who sang the Arthur's theme.
Sailing.
And sailing.
That's before your time.
I'd rather do Chris Cross. Make you jump.
Yeah, one of them is dead.
Oh, no.
He had a 3 or 4 year span where he had.
He was like the number one, 79 to 8. When MTV came along and everyone said, ew, that's the guy we're listening to? No, thank you.
So Jeff's going with Chris Cross. I'm going Rebecca De Moray.
Not Chris Cross, Christopher Cross.
Whatever. Just make sure you put your pants on right. And then, Doug, who are you going
I
with?
was Jacqueline Smith.
Okay.
Although Wendy Malick also isn't too bad.
Nope, you picked Christopher Cross. Jump. Anyways, Doctor Number One. Movie review. Speak of TBC podcast. World of Warcraft. Not as bad as Virus, the movie from 1999.
I don't remember the movie Virus.
I do remember the movie Virus and Jamie Lee Curtis, and I can't believe that it's ever been brought up again. World of Warcraft episode, it seems. We got Mikes and Ikes, which are actually not bad. And finally, Doctor Number One at Doctor Number One. There's no one around to see you kneel during the anthem.
If there's no one around.
Does it still count as a protest?
No.
Doctor Number One sent this in because the women's team in soccer, I forget what...
No, Megan Rapinoe.
Oh, sorry.
Rapinoe.
Kneel during the anthem as a protest, and I think there was 12 people in the crowd.
Yeah, it was.
It was a pretty low attendance. It's kind of like a tree falling in the woods and nobody's around.
But cameras were there, so it
Still
broadcasted to other people.
So 17 people were watching. That's all right. Yeah, no, it does not count.
It's a pretty empty stadium.
That is pretty empty.
Yeah, that was. I think it was like the women's professional soccer league.
Oh.
It wasn't anything
So-
Olympic based.
So with that, we are going to say no, it does not count.
Does not count. Well, just as if a tree falls in the woods and no one is there to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
nope.
The answer is no, it does not.
Nope. Somebody needs to be around to hear it.
Yes, for it, and I get in this debate all the time. But for it to be a sound, you need something that perceives it as a sound. Otherwise, it's just waves
Sound
in
waves.
the air. Yeah,
So
but
it
it's
could
not
be
a sound.
Oh, sorry.
It's not a sound until something perceives it as.
Okay. There is your listener feedback for the week.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, during a Q&A session with Kevin Feige, whatever, and Joe and Anthony Russo, the director duo,
Boom! One punch, two punch, bam, bam.
revealed at some undisclosed point during the film's development of Captain America: Civil War,
Civil War.
they thought about actually killing off Captain America as he was in the comic books.
Yes.
They
Well,
said,
as much as killing off anyone in the comic books turns out to be.
yeah, it's a time travel.
We
rag.
shot him with a magic bullet.
Yes, magic helmet.
Magic helmet.
They said they thought about it. Everything was actually on the table, but the big goal of Civil War was to splinter the team ahead of Thanos' arrival in Avengers: Infinity War. He echoed, "We talked about lots of potential characters dying at the end of the movie, and we thought that it would undercut what is really the rich tension of the movie, which is this Kramer versus Kramer. It's about a divorce. Somebody dies, it would create empathy, which would change and allow for repair, and we didn't want to do that." Do you
I
think?
understand that logic. It actually makes sense to me.
I have no issue with them not killing Captain America.
Yeah, I was wondering, if they thought about, obviously killing maybe a different character or something, but yeah, I mean, honestly, That logic makes a lot of sense to me. I'll give him credit for...
I was more upset they killed Crossbones.
What?
I
They
love
killed him? I thought he
Crossbones.
lived.
He's blew up in a building.
Oh.
Unless he gets out.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, I know that early drafts, Ms. Marvel was in it.
Yeah.
She was going to be in it, which I'm okay with her not being in it. I want to see her own movie. I think she comes back and I think she shows up in Infinity War. But here's the thing.
Oh, she'll be Infinity War because...
Infinity War was going to be a two movie thing.
Still is, isn't it?
Nope. Down to one.
When did that happen?
A couple weeks ago, the Russos said that they were going to do it, and they changed it. They have not officially declared that it's a two. They said they've kind of changed some things on it. It's now only one.
Okay.
So, what do you think about that?
You know, if that's what it takes to tell the story, if it takes 2 movies to tell the story, and you have... The biggest problem I have when they do 2-part movies is cliffhangers that don't tell a complete story in one movie.
Correct.
There should be, each movie should be in and unto itself a complete story that fits the overall story. So
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, Star Wars, the original Star Wars did it perfectly because obviously you didn't know when you made the first one that you are going to be making a second one, so you need to wrap it up. And so the story that's being told, that's what really pissed me off about the Pirates of the Caribbean. The second one, they took you all this thing and then they said, oh, yeah, okay, we're nowhere close to finishing the story, but we're ending right here and you have to pay your money again next year.
Do you think Pirates, okay, the trilogy, we're not talking the fourth one in that, because that's supposedly a standalone one. I've not seen the fourth one. I love the first one.
First one was good.
Second one, I absolutely hate it. Third one, I despised it even more than the second one.
I didn't hate the second one, except for, like I said, it didn't end.
Correct.
And it led to the third one, which I thought was terrible.
Barnacle Bill was the most annoying character I've ever seen.
Bootstrap?
Whatever. It's Barnacle Bill, Sailor Man. He is awful. I'm sorry. He had barnacles on him, right?
He did. I think he had a lot of crap stuff.
We're going to Barnacle Bill. I couldn't, and it's the same thing. Matrix. I didn't think the first one was that great anyways. I hated the second one. Hated the third one. And that was, again, I think a lot of it is because they said, oh yeah, we always had a trilogy. I'm like, no, you didn't.
Yeah. No. The first Matrix, I personally, by the time I saw it, everyone hyped it up so bad. It didn't by any chance meet any expectations. The second one, everyone trashed, and I'm like, it wasn't as bad. I mean... I thought it was better than most people say. Third one was god-awful, and there wasn't anything redeeming about it. I couldn't do one good thing about the third Matrix movie.
Doug, what are your thoughts on only one Infinity War?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay.
They said they're not calling it that. It doesn't mean it's not a continuation of the story, though, right? I mean...
let's see here. Disney changed the title of the first film to The Avengers, Infinity War. No longer part 1 or 2.
Okay.
The second one is now, this next one is Untitled.
It's Untitled Avengers movie.
Joe Russo told Cinema Blend, we wanted the movie to be very different and distinctive. There's certainly cross-pollination between characters and some story arcs. But, the first movie is clearly Infinity War. And in time, we will reveal what the second film is.
Right, so they're not saying it's not a continuation of the story.
I like it for the reason I just spelled out about, making the movie a complete movie. If you have to do the 2 movies, just make it a frickin' long movie then.
Anthony Russo said the movies are very, very different from one another. It's not a part 1 and a part 2 scenario necessarily. They're just 2 different expressions. I think it creates a misconception that we're shooting them at the same time. My thought is, do you think they do Infinity War and then the second film is Thanos just rolling over the land until someone comes down?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Someone comes down. What does that mean?
Planet Hulk.
I
Incredible
see.
Hulk comes down with the Guardians of the Galaxy to save the day.
Or couldn't the first one be the Avengers at the end of what was
Civil War.
Civil War was...
Yeah. It could be like that part and then could be. I mean, and then at the end
two
of...
movies are going to be Captain America's Avengers
Right.
in the first one, and then Iron Man's Avengers in the second one.
That would be
what they're
kind of
doing
fun.
at the same
Well,
time.
That would
No, I
actually
was
be kind of
thinking
fun.
more. They're in the second movie. They join together, and everything's
Hunky-dory.
copacetic. But yeah.
That would be interesting. I don't know. I'm intrigued by it. I'm okay with it not being part 1 and part 2
No,
anymore.
I actually like that better.
Yeah. So,
Thumbs up from me.
no Inhumans, though. Sorry, Inhumans.
Yeah, no Inhumans.
I do think it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., here's the characters we're not doing anything with anymore. You guys can have them. Inhumans, have at
Yeah,
it.
you can have
Ghost
the
Rider,
Inhumans, although you're not going to be using the Inhuman.
Black Bull.
The royal family of the Inhumans.
Yeah.
You're just going to make up your own, so it's like,
But
yay.
there was the big alien at the end. He was blue of last season. Anyways, let's see.
Kree?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to Deadline, ABC is currently developing a female-led sequel/reboot to the Magnum PI TV series. It will focus on Thomas Magnum's daughter Lily, Tommy Magnum. She travels to Hawaii to take over her father's dad. Her father's
dad?
yeah, her father's
Damn
detective
intern.
agency. There's also a story that will be told involving the failed spy operation that ended her career in Navy intelligence. At the end of the original series, Magnum was reunited with his daughter after the death of her birth mother, Michelle.
I never liked her.
Wasn't
don't
Magnum
remember.
supposed to
She
die
was
at
a
the end?
French woman. She was only
Wasn't he supposed to die at the end of that
He
series?
died at the end of the season before because they thought that was going to be the last season.
Oh.
And then they brought it back, so
And
he
they brought it
staged his
back.
death.
No, he was basically in a coma, and at the end of the whatever season it was, you hear the beep, and then
They run in at the next thing and wake him up.
well,
Wake him up. You have to defibrillate.
at the beginning of the next season, they showed Higgins then running in, going, Magnum, wake up! I command you, or whatever, and that for whatever reason he snaps out. Then,
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
when you hear Higgins' voice, you
well, yeah.
listen.
Well, that's Dr.
instantly.
Bednar if that's a medical procedure that can be
Yeah,
allowed. Magnum, wake
but
up!
technically, yes, he was supposed to die at the end of the series.
Okay. John Rogers will write the script and produce for Eva Longoria and Ben Spector's Unbelievable Entertainment.
Unbelievable.
They gave the following statement as why they chose to go with Lily as the lead character.
Tommy?
We knew no one could replace the iconic role of Thomas Magnum, so John decided to make the reboot a sequel and continue the adventure of a Magnum, his daughter, who was established in the original series.
Yeah, you didn't quite need to even do a reboot.
Ready?
Why don't you just, if you wanted to do a detective show set in Hawaii
We
with...
did. It's called Hawaii Five-0. That's up there now, too.
No, but that's, A, if that's a reboot too.
Yes, it is.
B, I mean, does it have to be, you can just say Lily P.I. or something. You don't need to make her a Magnum at all.
Nancy
Or-
Drew P.I. was out there. That didn't get picked up. You go pick that one up
There you
and
go.
move
You
to
could've put
Hawaii.
Nancy Drew in Hawaii.
Again, this goes back to Nancy Drew. This goes back to, I don't know, anything from the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Is there a big calling for... Goes back to Tarzan. Is there a big calling for Magnum P.I. anymore?
Well, this goes back to my big gripe is, it's we're supposed to be forward thinking and paying women equal, which that might be a fallacy, but
Down the hall.
yeah,
No.
but all we ever can come up with women are, well, let's take these men's roles and make them women. Why can't we write a show for a woman?
That kicks ass.
What? Yeah, what?
Jessica Jones did. Jessica Jones.
Alias. That was a great show
Alias?
with a woman.
But I mean, Ghostbusters and Ocean's 11 and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels are all going to change to women.
Don't even get me started on Tony Round.
Do we not have anybody who can write? I mean,
Yeah.
Tomorrowland, a female-led movie, fantastic.
George Clooney is a female?
No, it was a little kid. The kid was
Yeah.
Oh.
Still was creepy between George Clooney and the kid in it.
Yeah, well,
that
yeah,
was creepy. That's going to be another show.
But I mean,
nobody
why do you have
watches.
to has there been a show that they brought back after decades off the air or whatnot and rebooted it that's really done
Hawaii
well?
Five-0 has done well.
That's Hawaii Five-0 and Star Trek.
Yeah, the CW is remaking Dynasty. That came out today.
Oh, I mean, even the Dallas didn't do well and looked terrible.
Yeah, that did 3 seasons?
I think they did 3 seasons, but
Yeah.
I really didn't hear much good stuff about them.
There has not been many reboots that have done well.
Yeah.
Especially TV-wise. I mean, I would say Hawaii Five-0 is the biggest one so
The
far.
new WKRP?
Oh.
Still the Beaver?
Still the Beaver. The new Brady Bunch or whatever that was.
The Brady Brides.
Yeah, that was, or what was
or
it?
the Brady's.
The Brady's. That was.
Yeah, the Brady Brides were the 80s. The Brady's were the 90s.
Yes.
They keep trying every decade to bring the Brady Bunch back.
Not the 2000s. I just remember, what was it, the movie when Michael, or what was the dad's name? The dad was trapped in the tunnel because he went to find it. It was on Christmas, and they started singing, and he climbed out because he heard their Christmas song.
Oh, okay. The Very Brady Christmas
Yes.
made
Oh,
for
my
TV
God.
movie. I thought you were talking about the Brady Bunch movie, the spoof one.
No.
Shelley
I think they
Long.
jumped the shark when they went to Kings Island. You couldn't top that anymore.
No, they jumped the shark after Kings Island was a great
Correct.
episode.
That was it. I'm sorry. It was after that.
It was after that they didn't.
Per the Hollywood Reporter, Warner Brothers Pictures assigned Margot Robbie, whatever, onto executive. She can come on the show. Onto executive produced Suicide Squad spin-off film. Seems that this film is the female-led team project first revealed back in May, which would see Harley Quinn team up with Batgirl, Huntress, Poison Ivy, Katana, and other members of the comic books Birds of Prey. I'm fine with that. So, the comic books like that, it's fine.
You know why? Because they're all women characters to begin with.
There you go.
No, see if they did female Thor and female Iron Man team up.
I think Nick will talk about this on Graphic Novice. Down the hall and up the stairs.
He did a very good job on that, too.
He did. I'm intrigued by that. She was the host of Saturday Night Live last night. We're recording this on Sunday, special episode. She did a really good job. She's a fun person. Like her character.
I'll have to look that up online or whatnot. Because I gotta ask. You watched the whole show?
I fell asleep, but yes, I watched.
Well,
I watched about 40 minutes.
How was Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump?
He did okay.
Because everybody was talking about how great it's going to be, and I'm like,
he did okay. And this is not politics because I hate both of them equally. But I feel like he was just kind of reciting everything he said in the debate.
So he was actually just repeating Trump himself.
It was a lot of repeating, but there was a couple of things. He was funny, but I don't know if he was that much better.
Did they need to bring in Alec Baldwin, or could some other cast member have done it?
They did have another cast member do it last year, and they switched it.
Well, Daryl Hammond did it last year, didn't he?
I think it was.
And he's not officially a cast member,
correct?
Or whatnot,
but he also does. Daryl Hammond does. Yeah, he's an announcer.
So he's there.
Yeah,
you have to bring in Alec
He was
Baldwin.
Bill Clinton last night. They did a political family feud. And it was Clinton supporters versus Trump supporters. That was kind of humorous. Larry David showed up as Bernie Sanders again. So, and I thought Baldwin was okay, but they said the reason why he did it is I guess he's doing a play in New York.
So he's there.
And they're like, hey, you want to do it for the year since you're going to be here already? And they're like, yeah, why not? So he had nothing else going on.
Well, if he's actually in New York and is going to be in New York for the run of said play, then that's all right. I'm like, I hope he's not flying to New York every week.
No, I think he's already there.
I thought he was living in Canada, because wasn't he going to live in Canada after George Bush won a second term?
Well, that's right.
I thought I could be wrong.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I got a story. Are you done with that? I didn't mean to interrupt. The finalists for the Toy Hall of Fame.
Oh!
Okay.
What do we got?
Here we go. Ready?
These are the ones that are in, or just
No, these are the finalists. They said they'll pick 2 or 3.
Okay.
Bubble wrap.
Not a toy.
Not a toy.
It's a finalist.
No,
Apparently
not
a toy. This is Care Bears.
Oh, they should be in.
Okay.
I'll go Care Bears.
Okay.
Well, you only pick 2 or 3. I don't know what the official...
Yeah.
My mom wanted a girl with me, so she bought me Care Bears, so okay.
Care Bear is a gender neutral.
My daughter now plays with the Care Bears that I had.
Speaking of
Cabbage
that...
Patch Kids, however, are not.
Don't get me started on that shit.
Speaking of that, I did see in the Target ad this. No, my wife actually saw the Target ad. Calico Critters are on sale at Target.
They're creepy.
So
They're kind of woodsies.
I know. So I'm thinking, Christmas for your kids.
Oh God, no! Please, no.
Okay.
No.
Carrying on. So Bubble Wrap Care Bears, Clue.
Clue the board game.
Interesting.
Or as our British friends call it,
Cluedo?
Cluedo.
Oh, Cluedo. Sorry.
Coloring books. You would think
kind
that
of
would have been
generous.
in by now.
have the ball is in the Toy Hall of
Right.
Fame.
Ugh, okay.
Stick is
Balls
in the Toy Hall
isn't
of Fame.
though, but that's a fun toy.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh God, no! Why would you put that in?
Clue. and Dungeons and Dragons are in the Game Hall of Fame.
I actually have no problem with Dungeons and Dragons.
Fisher Price Little People.
Oh, yes. I'm surprised
They
weren't
prefer
already.
to be called. Never mind.
Down the hall.
Sorry.
Nerf. Just Nerf in general.
Just
All
Nerf and
Nerf things.
So that, I mean, you have the Nerf football, but then now you have the
have
Nerf
Nerf
guns.
Yeah.
I think they're two different things, but
Well, balls are already in.
yeah.
Ball, not balls, not balls.
Pinball. That's
Okay.
a toy. How many kids had that? And because the pinball games you got as kids were terrible.
Well, those were terrible. You need the big full stand-up machine if you're.
My son
Yes.
bought one about a year ago.
So far,
at like
Care
a
Bears-
garage sale, and that it's awful.
Care Bears #1 so far.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Oh, my son has that. It always breaks.
Yeah, the
There's
problem.
one that's always.
Yeah, the problem is Rock'em Sock'em Robots really only had a very minor time when they were actually really popular, and now just nostalgia is the only reason people even think of them. But honestly, it was a pretty crappy toy that never worked
I agree.
right.
I agree.
Okay. Swing.
What the hell's swing?
A swing?
Swing.
Oh!
You put a swing set in your backyard?
Not
and you
sexual
swing on
swinging.
it?
I was
Okay.
about to say. That's just.
Not the kind you have in your GIMP room.
Okay. That's another swing. Okay, got it. No, because it's a pointless thing. I hate swing.
Transformers.
Yes.
Now,
up
if they would
there?
say GoBots, I think that would have been definite, but Transformers. And then finally, Uno.
Ooh. Okay, how many can we pick?
They said 2 or 3 over
So we're
there.
going 3. I would say Care Bears and Transformers are up there.
I would give both of those a yes.
Uno might be up there for me.
I gotta go Little People.
I would go Little
Again, they
People, too.
prefer. Never mind.
I love me some midgets.
I kind of would avoid, games, because I kind of put games and toys in different categories, and games has their own Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking toys, and the Care Bears, Little People, and Transformers are the ones I would vote for.
I do think the little people are more have a bigger appeal, or like they've had a longer
a longer
span.
run. Yeah,
I'll give you
obviously
Little
they're
People.
older than both of the other two.
I will
mentioned.
go with Little People, Transformers, and Uno.
Ooh,
but
you're
if we're
cutting
taking
Care
the-
Bears,
Yeah, I don't feel like the Care Bears. Yeah, they're not in the modern.
they have.
They're
Are
still
they?
made,
Yeah,
but
that's the
there's
thing, I
no
don't know how they-
cartoons of them. They're not
don't
really
need to be a
known.
cartoon,
No, I know,
but
but
they-
they're not really known by this generation. Like longevity, I think Transformers. I think I found Transformer.
I mean, when we were at the expo, there was an entire booth selling just
That's true.
just Care Bears.
That is true.
Now,
That was great. I was walking by and I was talking to the guy at the Care Bear booth, and he's like, "Oh, it's the sign of the apocalypse. All the Care Bears gathered together in one spot." And I'm like, did the Care Bear cousins come with them? And he's like, "Look, right over there. There's one. There's a monkey." And I'm like, "Oh."
Where's the Care Bear monkey?
I don't remember.
What was the Care Bear leader? The Lionheart. Lionheart.
Braveheart Lion.
Braveheart Lion.
Cozy Heart Penguin was my favorite of the cousins.
He would be.
if you go to toyhalloffame.org, you can vote.
Ooh.
As of right now, leading with 62.78% of the vote, Dungeons and Dragons.
I got all the geeks and like us that would go on and vote.
I mean,
Not me.
I don't have a problem with it being there, but like I said, I would go toys. It's a toy Hall of Fame, not a game Hall of Fame.
Second place is with 11.6% is Transformers.
Well, that was a drop.
Swing has 0.1%. Can we get a
No, Swing is in last place
Oh.
with 1.32%.
Oh, I was close. Well, at least you showed up. You're the Keanu Reeves of toys. You showed up. Don't expect much effort from you, Keanu Swing, but we appreciate it. Thanks. That's a good one. I like that one. Let's see. Quickies, Jon Favreau has signed on to direct a live-action Lion King film.
When I first read it, I'm like, oh, why? But then his Jungle Book, which I still have yet to see, he's got just rave reviews. So I'm thinking, I suppose if he can do the Jungle Book magic to Lion King, it might actually turn out well.
Deadline reports that Italian Job is the latest film to be tapped for a television series. Let's
All
continue.
right. Should it be the Italian Jobs? Because if
Well, here we go.
Do
Guess who's doing it? NBC is aiming to make the project a hit, pulling from a recognizable film brand. Entourage writer-producer Rob Weiss and Bollywood hero writer Benjamin Brand will be working as writers and producers on the Paramount TV-backed project. Nobody cares.
No. Speaking of Italian Job, the original starring everyone's favorite Michael Caine.
Oh, yes.
I just found out this past week what his birth name was. He changed it to Michael Caine to become an actor.
I can tell you that right now. My birth name is Raphael Kanyanga.
Not even close.
Okay, I was trying.
It was Maurice Micklewhite.
He was a space cowboy first.
Yes, yeah.
For an actor.
He was a space cowboy first, yes. But Maurice Micklewhite. He picked the name Caine after the Humphrey Bogart movie, The Caine Mutiny.
Oh, okay.
See, I learn things every week.
Oh. Some people just want to watch the one bun. That's all I have.
That's all I have.
Let's see here. That was it. I think that's all of our news of the geek.
I have no more news.
Okay, there you go. We're done. Hello, Hobie listeners. What are you doing next September 22nd through the 24th, 2017? Jason, that's a year away. Well, sure it is. But you know what? It's never too early to plan for the Cincinnati Comic Expo. Last year we had Stan Lee, we had John Barrowman, and even Teddy Sears. Zip. He was fast. That's September 22nd through the 24th at the Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Check the Cincinnati Comic Expo Facebook page out for all the news, or you can listen to Hobie and we'll be updating it as they release the new guest. Again, Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through the 24th. Make your plans now.
In a world where so many podcasts offer TV and movie news, along comes another one filled to the brim with podcasty goodness that is only slightly better at best.
Admit it, you're always looking for a new brand of meaningless movie nonsense in your podcast diet.
Look for the 365 Flicks podcast on Twitter, iTunes, Stitcher, and all good third-party podcast apps. You can also swing by the Facebook page.
Come join in on the adventures of Kev, a pissy ex-video store clerk,
and Chris, a Scottish Whedon Hall.
We're your vocal heroes of pissy opinion.
We bring you all the latest TV and movie news, reviews, and general geeky rants,
as well as a bunch of top fives that you really won't care about. So whether you're Team Iron Man or Team Cap,
you're Team Batman or Team Superman,
drop on by the 365 Flicks podcast, where the Chris vs. Kev Civil War never stops.
This is the podcast you're looking for.
All right, that's the music you'll hear until someone writes us new music for our top 5 segment.
Dr. Benner.
But as of right now, you'll have to listen to the do-do-do-do-do-do-do noise for our top 5.
If you're annoyed by that, you know what I'm annoyed by? International shipping. Still waiting for my 365 Flicks podcast heavyweight belt that I won, fair and square.
Those
Bitches.
International shippers.
I blame Chris. Anyways, moving on.
This week, top 5. We are doing our top 5 favorite Looney Tunes characters.
Okay.
Now that's characters that are Looney Tunes.
No, the cartoon, Looney Tunes.
Yes. No, that's what I mean.
Okay.
They are
Not
not
just crazy people.
They're not Disney cartoons
Blake, number
or
5.
Muppets or...
Well, you know...
Are there other cartoons aside from Disney cartoons?
There are.
Really?
Some of them even better.
Here's the... Okay, go ahead.
Damn you.
Is there better than Disney cartoons?
No, there's not.
I got a list of 5 here that are.
Storks. Anyways.
It's not on my list.
Doug, you're the guesser. You're going to go number 5. What's your number 5?
Okay, I am going with Pepe Le Pew.
Ooh.
The only reason was my first wife, who passed away years ago, loved Pepe Le Pew.
She did?
So in honor of her, I'm putting Pepe Le Pew on there. Me personally, I think it was kind of a lame cartoon, but you know.
He technically was a stalker.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
He is a
Trying
stalker.
to force himself on someone who doesn't want him, it is a little disturbing.
Yes.
It
kinda like-
always made you laugh, though.
It's kind of like Jeff on Crisscross. It's kind of disturbing, but, you know, he'll make you jump. Yeah, jump.
Warm it up, Chris.
Yeah. Anyways.
You don't even know the response?
No.
You're trying to make crisscross jokes and you don't even know
Time
the
out.
response.
I don't know a song lyric. Shocking.
But everyone knows this. Doug, do you know the response?
What was it?
Warm it up, Chris.
No, I don't know it.
Oh.
Cool it down, Chris.
I'm an old guy. I mean,
Was it cool it down?
It's warm it up, Chris. I'm about to.
Oh.
Warm it up, Chris, because that's what I was born to do. Don't know how you people don't know this.
Hemingway, they were not.
I listen to AM radio a lot.
Down the hall. Down the hall. Oh, sorry.
I don't listen to political. Oh God, no. No.
It's good. That podcast down the hall, political, is getting very filled today. There's not much room. Let's see. Number 5 for me. I'm going next.
That's fine.
Is Scooter from the Muppets. Because originally I wrote top 5 Muppets.
How can you like Scooter?
I love Scooter.
Now I know.
No, you love him. He's your 5th favorite Muppet. Is that because that's why you
Yes.
had it in there? So there are 4 Muppets you like better than Scooter.
Yes.
Okay.
Funny you should mention Muppets. Do you realize they now are in Liberty Square at Disney? You know, Disney World. They're performing a show about the presidents or whatever.
Really?
They pop up in the windows. I knew
You know,
that's,
Disney-
that's probably why you brought it up.
You know, Disney is celebrating its 45th anniversary.
Really?
Yes. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
This is for Blake. It's really interesting, Blake. Go to our website or Facebook page.
Disney's been around a lot longer than 45 years.
Walt Disney World is
Walt Disney
45
World.
years. Actually, the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World is 45 years.
Okay.
Epcot would be 34 years old
Correct,
today, or
correct.
yesterday.
Walt Disney's head on ice is 45 years old, too. So, just let you know.
No.
42.
Yeah,
41?
okay.
I'm just going low. Anyways, I'm going Scooter because I really like him, and this is in honor of Blake that we're just going to mess up this top 5.
Now, is this Muppet Scooter or Muppet Baby Scooter?
Ooh,
Because that would be animated, so that would kind of fit in.
Yeah, I'm going with that, too. I'm going with both.
So Jason's just pretty much telling us he didn't take his list seriously.
No.
Shut up. Wait till I get to tomatoes and onions. I'm excited about that one.
That one was serious.
That was
though.
funny.
Or Police Academy. Wasn't in that either. Okay, moving on.
My number 5 is Henry Hawk. He was the one.
Chicken Hawk?
Chicken Hawk.
Yes.
I'm a chicken hawk and you're a chicken.
Okay.
He always tried to get Foghorn Leghorn. It was funny.
Okay. Good job for you, Jeff.
All right.
He was okay. I don't mind him.
My number 4 was Michigan J. Frog.
Oh, my number 1.
Oh,
Oh!
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my rectum gal.
Sounded nothing like him.
Oh, you know, I tried.
it was almost the right words too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Screw you all.
Didn't mean to
Anyways,
take your number.
That's
one
why.
there.
That's why I didn't think. I thought, well, nobody else think of him.
why is he your number 1?
Because it's just goofy enough. The dancing,
Yeah.
the
you like-
singing, the dancing.
He's just
you
sitting
know.
there, and then when
Yes.
no one's looking, he does the dance,
Yes.
and then they look, and he's just sitting there. It was great.
Yeah.
Probably would have been on the top 5, but I completely forgot about him.
I actually thought I was going to take him from you. I didn't realize I was taking him from Doug.
I didn't have any Muppets.
He fell off the face of the earth from Warner Brothers. Well, I guess he could have been there instead of Scooter.
Yeah, could have.
He was the symbol of the WB network.
That's right. Yes,
You
he
know?
was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. He had a top hat.
And a cane.
Let's see here. Number 4. I had Foghorn Leghorn only when he was with Chicken Hawk. Or the dog. The dog is another good one.
The chicken hawk and the dog were in a bunch
Yeah.
of them together. I like Foghorn. I like Foghorn Leghorn. He just didn't make my top 5. But when he was with trying to impress Miss Percy and her son Egghead, those were
Oh, that
funny.
was good too. That was when he's
Egghead
throwing the
almost
ball
made my
across the
list,
street.
too, but-
Oh no, that was Yosemite Sam that did the. No, I like Foghorn Leghorn. It's a tie though. I hope
a
he
tie. Oh.
did. With a,
I have a tie at number 4. My number 5 was Scooter.
Number 4 was Little No. Fuck you. Back with crisscross. Is Nasty Canasta, the cowboy? I will show you a picture of him.
I know he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
one
I loved his character. He was only in a couple, I think, but he was awesome. So I'm going Nasty Canasta is my number 4.
is tied with Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes.
Is that the one where Bugs Bunny was playing blackjack?
Yes. Well, he was in that one.
I know which one you're talking about. That will be coming up later.
Okay.
Jack.
Oh, okay. I almost put that on my list. Okay.
I'm changing number 3.
Okay. We got number 4. I took Marvin Martian.
Oh, that was my number 1.
Are you serious?
I really thought this would be like really easy. Like nobody would take the number 1. Well, okay.
Marvin the Martian was my opinion,
Yes,
the best
yes.
of all the.
Love the way he walked.
Yeah. And he had the little marsh dog and the big.
Yes.
Oh, what was the name of the big creature?
Shut up. We don't need to know about that.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Let's not do that.
But just Marvin's talking and trying to take over the. It was great.
Yes,
His
yes.
voice patterns.
Yes.
I did like his little walk. What's your number 3, Doug?
Number 3, I went with Wile E. Coyote.
That's my number 2. That's my number 3. I've done a box office bombs in this time.
Could have done Draft Day. And, what was the other things you did?
Face Off. We could have done
One
One
Good
Good Thing. We could have done Wonder Twin
Riddle
Powers.
Me This.
We could have done Activate. We gotta do that episode. Anyways, let's see. Wile E. Coyote. Okay,
Yes.
why do you like? You like him better than Roadrunner, right?
Yeah, I almost made Roadrunner number 5.
Okay.
I don't dislike him, but
It's kind of annoying.
But the humor comes from the coyote.
yes, without a doubt. Yes.
I mean, Roadrunner on his own, not so funny. The
and
coyote
when
can
he
be funny.
talks, very funny.
Yes.
Even with, was he with the sheepdog?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Hello, Frank. Hello.
Was that
No, I don't think that is officially Wile E. Coyote. I think
Okay.
it's another
Coyote.
when they
character.
clock in and
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, George. Hello, Frank. Or whatever
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they do.
Yes.
I still like.
But he looks almost identical, so
Yeah.
I see lumping them together.
But I liked it. It just, you know,
I
who did
I just love all
more?
the Acme stuff
I
he
was just about to
orders.
say, who did more for the Acme company than him?
I like the Family Guy episode when they had the quick little side thing of that of Wile E. Coyote, and it blew up. The bomb blew up not accurately, and his wife was like, "You are taking that back. Go into that shop right now. I don't care what you say." They say, and he goes back in. He's like, "I gotta return this," and she's like, "You take it back. I don't want them. I don't want to hear them say it." Wile E. Coyote was my number 3.
Supra Genius. Anybody who has a business card that says Supra Genius on it.
Should we do that for the next business?
I used to have a Oxford shirt that had back when they used to have Warner Brother stores. Remember
Those were great.
Those were awesome.
Yes,
and it
I
had
will say that.
Wile E. Coyote, Super Genius on the pocket.
Who's your number 3, Jeff?
My number 3 is Blackjack Shellac.
Oh.
The one who he was playing 21 against.
Yes.
10 of spades, another 10 of spades.
For me.
That makes 20 for Blackjack Shellac.
That is one of my favorite episodes. I do like that one.
And come on, he's a French Canadian.
I declare, Blackjack Magic. Shellac. Oh, I could do that one next.
Yeah.
I'm from Quebec. Let's see. My number 2 is.
My number 2 is Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You were already picked. Yours are done.
Yeah, I'm done.
My number 2 is a tie. Again, if only Scooter wasn't there, I could have filled this out better. I have Gossamer, the red guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he tied with the Abominable Snow Rabbit. Who is that? I will call him George, and I will love him and pet him and squeeze him. And then he's hitting Daffy Duck, and it's just hitting his head beak out.
He was called Abominable Snow Rabbit.
Yes, I just looked it up just to make sure I was
I
right.
didn't know he was a rabbit.
Yeah, I will call him George. Gossamer always loved me, especially when they shaved his head. And it was just, it always made me laugh with him. Yeah, those are my, and
I can see those two being tied.
Because they're monsters.
They're the big hairy monsters.
Yes. Just like you, Jeff. So.
Hey, 2 weeks in a row, I was complimented on my beard.
Really?
I was at the expo, and some guy dressed as, what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy? Star-Lord. Walked by and said, "Hey, I like your beard." And I'm like, "Thanks." I did nothing.
You're talking to me.
No. Oh, I think he was saying you're my beard.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
That makes absolutely no sense at all.
Wait a minute.
And then I was at a party last night.
I don't think we understand beards.
Probably not. I was at an Oktoberfest party last night, and some guy was there, and he was like a friend of somebody's sister or something who was invited to the party, because the hosts are like, I don't even know who he is. But he complimented me as we were passing each other. I'm like, okay. Although I looked at him and I'm like, he's got one of those what do you call it, hipster beards. I'm like, I should take that as an insult.
Did he have a fedora hat?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
I have a fedora hat. What are you saying?
You have a magnificent beard. It looks like you have birds living in it.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, really, I do nothing. That's how you get a beard. You don't do anything, and then beard comes. That's it.
actually gone pretty crazy lately. Like, it has gotten a lot longer than I realized.
I think it's just graying more, so that's
That's
what makes
true,
it look
that's
longer.
No, I actually stopped doing anything, so it's gotten fuller.
in life or just with your beard?
Pretty much both.
Okay. I could agree. That's fine.
Yeah, going off on a tangent here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're doing our top 5.
No, I'm going off on another tangent. You mentioned Fedora. I was listening to a podcast with David Harbour. Mm-hmm. Do you know who that is?
No.
I know you don't know who that
Okay,
is.
thank you.
Because he was talking about, he played the cop on Stranger Things.
Oh!
So that's how I know you don't know. But it was his
Matthew Modine?
it was his idea to put a hat on the cop. He actually had one made specifically for that at a hat shop in New York City because he thought it should
That's
have.
why, because Matthew Modine wears a lot of hats. So that's why I thought it was Matthew Modine.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
God, I was
Yeah.
a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Still am.
Yes. Yeah. I
That was
remember
my-
watching that going, Jason said you won't recognize Matthew Modine, but there he is. Is it just he's
I realized
older?
that 5 episodes in. It was only 8 episode series. I'm an idiot.
I started watching it, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, for some reason I was under the impression that Matthew Modine was going to be the police officer. I don't know why I thought that.
You know, after I realized my mistake, I was like, yeah, Matthew Modine's pretty recognizable. There he is. He's not even hiding behind a beard. It's just right there. What's your number 2, Doug?
My number 2, Elmer Fudd.
Oh, okay.
You know, the whole Barber of Seville, Rabbit of Seville.
Yes.
The whole kill the wabbit, coil the wabbit. And I'd even...
That was actually a pretty decent Elmer Fudd. I'm impressed.
Even
Runs in the family.
Yeah.
And Magic Helmet.
Magic
Me and my Magic Helmet.
And the brief part in Space Jam where him and Yosemite Sam are the guys from Pulp Fiction and they shoot the teeth out of the monsters. I love that part too.
I need to go back and watch Space Jam.
No,
They're just
you
remaking
don't.
it with LeBron, so you don't have to.
Oh, I'll just watch the remake then.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch Space Jam. Ever.
I remember not liking it when it was out.
Yeah, Space Jam?
Yeah. But it was better than didn't they do a
Looney Tunes back in action.
Yeah, with
That-
Brendan Fraser.
That was
See,
not good.
when I was-
Jenna Elfman.
When I was
Steve Martin.
researching this, they said critics liked Back in Action.
What?
Critics
That's-
did. I think I remember it was getting...
Yeah, they said it didn't make it a lot, but they said critics liked it.
I saw that recently, like within the last 3 months. My son was watching some of it. 1, he didn't even like it, and 2, Steve Martin was bad in it.
Yes,
Oh man,
I like
Martin-
Steve Martin, but
Steve
I
Martin
love
has been
Steve Martin.
bad in a lot of things in the last decade.
I know. And Steve Martin is the pinnacle for me for comedian. And oh god, bringing down the house, shampoo, hamburger.
Yeah,
I have never seen that. I don't know to see.
Oh, it
was
is
it Pink
But I never saw
Panther?
the second one.
I did.
I know. I backed out.
No, second one came out after I was.
Oh, maybe the
out of
first one I
theater.
backed out of. I think.
You backed out of the first one. You didn't even watch the first one with
No,
us.
I just saw hamburgers. What was your number 1, Doug?
My number 1 was Michigan J. Frog.
Jeff took.
Yes.
My number 1 is Daffy Duck. No one ever said that. I was kind of surprised.
Because he's dead.
I like Daffy Duck.
I like the minor. It's something I don't know what it is about me. I never liked the main characters. Like
Okay.
in the Avengers, I don't like Cap, Iron Man, or Thor.
Okay.
I like the other Avengers. So when they keep when people complain about, oh, the big 3 aren't in it, I'm like, they're better when the big 3 aren't in it. And that's kind of what I feel about Looney Tunes. Without Bugs or Daffy.
That's why the movies Daredevil and Ghostbuster or Ghost Rider were so good because it was the offbeat
Yes.
characters.
Yes. And Coolio was in Daredevil.
Yes.
The
yes.
uncut version.
I did see that.
I will say it's kind of interesting. I know it's not a big surprise between us 3, but Bugs Bunny's not even mentioned.
No.
He was, I don't like necessarily going for the main characters, but he was one I considered. I mean, because he is a good.
I
He's
just
good,
forgot
but-
one.
But you know, you just figure Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, they're just poor men's Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. You know, that's what it is. That's what it is. I mean,
just forgot one I meant to put on my list.
What's that?
Was Cecil Turtle.
Which one's he?
He's the turtle that when Bugs Bunny,
Yeah,
the turtle
Buzz
in the
Race.
hair, the
Yeah.
tortoise in the
I
hair
remember
race.
that one.
He's the one. He's the one that always one ups Bugs Bunny.
yeah.
Like Bugs Bunny always beats everybody else. He always beats Elmer Fudd,
Yeah.
Yosemite Sam. Cecil Turtle always beats Bugs Bunny.
I don't remember him.
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up.
He was in 3 different. Yeah, I was even doing research, and he was in 3 different shorts that they did, and
I like the big fat kid. Was that Egghead? No.
I think it was a small little.
Yeah, the big fat kid that was always the mom. That Yosemite Sam was trying to get her money. And he's like, "Oh, you have to play with my son." And he threw it into the street. And he's like, "Go get it, kid, go get it." And the mom comes out and she's like, "You go get it." And she throws Yosemite Sam out there. He was always a fun little character. It wouldn't be on top 5, but the honorable mentions. So,
Damn, I forgot Cecil Turtle.
Lisa Turtle?
Lisa
I
Turtle.
love Lisa Turtle. She was awesome in Looney Tunes.
Yes, she was.
Well, Blake's back next week.
He better be.
He is. He'll be back next week. This week we recorded on a separate day because Nickel and I are taking over our Fantasy Hockey League. He's my co-owner now.
I still got to call shenanigans on that.
I don't care what you call
Bring
it.
it. I think the owners need to have a meeting to approve this.
I'm
You can't bring in a
co-commish.
co-owner.
Oh, I'm co-commish. Approved.
Yeah, nope. You're co-commish, not the commish. The commish will say no.
I love the Commish TV show. That was awesome.
Michael Chiklis.
That's right.
Before
that's
he was
right.
on the Shield.
He was awesome as the. Oh, I was thinking the Thing. That was his breakout role. Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that was his breakout role. His breakout role was the commish. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
And John Belushi.
I'm the
in
Roger
Wired.
Goodall of hockey, so just simmer down.
But you're not even the head commissioner.
Yeah, I'm co-commish.
You're not the one who takes the money, so you don't matter.
That's true. I don't. I used to be. Ugh. Then we did football. Yeah, I am the Roger Goodall of football. There
You're
you
the
go.
Roger Goodell for our football league. Sure, I'll agree with that.
Doug, thanks for coming on.
No problem.
Thank you, Doug.
And we'll be back next week. And bad idea of the week. Number 292.
Ooh.
Recasting Daredevil in films.
Can I add number 293?
Yes.
Taking these Looney Tune cartoons
Uh-huh.
and editing them so you don't see the duck getting shot and his
Yeah.
feet getting thrown around. And,
Yeah.
You know,
There is a
the
channel that,
violence that, you know.
that does the uncut ones. And I believe it's on Saturday mornings or sometime. Actually, during the week, I think at 8 a.m. Because all the kids are in school mostly. They do the uncut ones. It is very disappointing to see the cut ones now.
Yes.
Oh, how dare they? Or if they're smoking, like Daffy Duck puts a cigarette in
Yeah.
his mouth before he gets shot, they don't show that anymore.
Yeah.
So they don't even show the firing squad scenes anymore?
No.
Oh, man.
Firing
How
squads
are
were
kids
great.
going to know what firing squads are if
Exactly.
they don't watch it in their cartoons?
When President Trump brings those back, we're going to need to know what those are. Nobody knows.
Do you know who the last person in the United States to die by firing squad was?
Christopher Cross?
No, he's
Oh.
still alive.
Oh,
We
sorry.
discussed that.
I meant the other Cross brother. Who?
Serial killer Gary Gilmore.
Oh, I loved him on the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, he was great on that.
Yes. Is that what they're bringing back? Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history of not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad.